to Pew Pew Bang, a video game podcast that's also a slumber party. We're talking games, sharing stories, and dishing out life advice. My name is Kelsey Lewin, and joining me we've got Janet Garcia.
Hello.
Haley McLean. Oops, that way.
I got a cold one to yap with the girls. Let's go.
And Sarah Podzorski.
Hello.
I tried to do the hand movements, but I'm doing it backwards. So. Thanks. Trying really hard. Today we're talking about merch. The good, the bad, the egregious, the beautiful, all of that stuff. But first, I do want to take a minute to, again, I think I'm doing this every podcast now. It's fine. I want to thank everybody who's been listening and sharing Pew Pew Bang and rating us on podcast apps and all of that. If you've been listening or watching on YouTube, don't forget you can subscribe to Pew Pew Bang for free on your favorite podcast app as well. And if you're here because you are a MinnMax listener first, the show is in a separate podcast feed to the MinnMax feed, so go check it out somewhere. Anyways, we're going to talk about some merch today. Where do we begin with this? Because we have a lot of stuff we want to cover. We want to talk about like the weird stuff. We want to talk about cool internal stuff. I want to hear Haley's thoughts on IP licensing and all of that because she's a lawyer. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the best places to get merch. Where do we start?
Oh, man. Where do we start? Merch is so... There's so much merch.
The licensing stuff, I feel like, might be a good starting point because I don't know if we'll have the definitive answer here, but I want to explore why are so many so ugly? Why so ugly? And is the IP licensing the answer?
I feel like I can answer the why so ugly.
I want to know why so ugly.
When I worked at Mattel a while ago, and this is what I've started to notice with video game merchandise, is like companies will put out brand guidelines every year that basically just tells other companies how to use their brand. And they will include in the brand guidelines like the logos you can use, the different colors of the logos you can use, and like patterns that you can use. And once you start recognizing what I call approved assets, you start to see them everywhere. And I feel like Nintendo is especially bad about this, where you will just see the same pattern or character pose on like lunchboxes, like folders, t-shirts, hats, like just everywhere. And that's why it's so ugly. It's because like these companies are just like, okay, Nintendo, like we're gonna license your IP to make shirts, like give us your brand guidelines, and then we will literally just stick Mario's face on literally anything we could possibly stick it on.
Key art from like the back of the game box or something.
He's just so like that's one way I feel like they do merchandise, which is basically like, yeah, here's our approved assets. Do what you will with them. And usually it just ends up looking so bad.
I don't know why those big companies don't go for more like bespoke, really cool, specific licensed things. That's just like, sometimes they do it. Like I remember Pokemon had like a fountain pen crossover with Pilot, and it was such an expensive pen, but I was like, yo, that pen is awesome. Because it's just like, Pilot's so good at making pens, and they were like, can we borrow your IP to make this pen really cute? Perfect. Like whenever merch is like that, like they combo with somebody else who's actually good at making stuff, I want to always buy it.
I feel like Pokemon does a really good job with merchandise too, because they came out with those like bespoke, custom-made collared shirts. You guys remember that?
I have
one of
those.
Yeah, I have one too.
Those were so expensive, but they were like, bespoke. They had like a bunch of different Pokemon, and they were very low-key. They weren't like loud Hawaiian shirt vibes. But yeah, I feel like Pokemon is like on my good side when it comes to merchandise, but I feel like Nintendo's on like, they're on my naughty list when it comes to merchandise.
It's just
Pokemon even like pays actual artists sometimes to do things. Like they had I think it was part of their summer series last year. They had I'm trying to find it on their website right now, but they had like a little surfing Pikachu that was made.
I love that.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, it's like like not Pokemon art style at all, but it's not, not like the official brand style, but it still is totally cute. They even had like crop tops and tote bags and like a little chair and everything, and it was much better than. I feel like Pokemon does it well, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Like, they actually do collaborations with artists. They make interesting merch sometimes. They make, like, kitchen gadgets and stuff at this point. Like they're making all kinds of things that are not just like t-shirts and
I
not
own
just art.
like 80% of the Pokemon Halloween collection.
Oh,
They're like
just about to
ceramic
talk about-
Pikachu pumpkins. I own all of that stuff.
I like that kind of
Oh my
stuff.
God, when I grow up, Sarah, I want to be you because I look at those collections with so much envy, but I'm like, I shouldn't be buying this when I don't have a house yet because where are you going to put all of it? But I think that's a big key to their merch success, like the Pokemon Center website, because they have what fashion has already figured out, which is like the value of the drop. Like they do their seasonal drops and you know that, okay, every summer, every like certain season, you're going to have something for that season and you can kind of pick what your vibe is. So like Sarah, I think Halloween's a great shout because I'm also a big Halloween item fan. Like they're cute, they're fun. And it's like, yeah, you can always show up and there'll be new stuff. And yeah, my Instagram algorithm hates to see the Pokemon Center coming because I'm probably getting those ads all of the time. And they all look really different too, I think is the key. I think good merch isn't about having something that everyone wants. It's about having something that a few people feel a passion for and providing diversity in the line so that at a different point you're going to say, oh my God, they made the thing for me.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly the problem is like so much merch is just very safe middle of the like this won't offend anybody kind of merch.
Yeah.
Like this is a cute image of Pikachu on a shirt or whatever and it's fine and it's like a black shirt and everyone can wear a black shirt. So much of it is just so safe. And yeah, I do think the Pokemon Center at least does a good job of making some stuff that's like very much not my style, but like is a style.
Yeah, like some of this is that Hot Topic-y. Like I'm on the website right now looking. It's giving Hot Topic like Venom Drench Muck shirt. Like who's this for? They're already sold out of multiple sizes though, so clearly someone's buying it. Like that kind of stuff is like meh, but I love the subtle kind of vibe thing. I was looking at this earlier. They like collab with other like bigger brands, but then those shirts are so expensive. They had this one hoodie on here that was like $350. And it's like, who is this other company they're collabing with? Okay, so like these kind of shirts, detest. The like sheer fabric. Do you know what I mean? That like doesn't flick sweat away nicely. So like it's all sweaty and gross. And then the art is like way too big and looks kind of weird. Like this girl is hotter than I'll ever be, and even she's not pulling this off. You know what I mean? So why would I ever buy this ever in the history of the world? But then they'll have like a little subtle like black matte shirt with like a matte Eevee art or something on the chest and on the back or something. Like, yes, that slaps. They're kind of the whole spectrum on this website. The Hot Topic cringe to the good subtle stuff.
Yeah,
I'm going to send you a link to one that I think is really cool from the site right now that's like a quilted fashionable looking shirt with like one little Team Rocket motif.
Okay, let's see this.
There's good stuff.
Oh yeah, see that's cute.
Look at that. Yeah.
With the red lining on the inside.
Little quilted jacket practical. With a little pop of color.
Little pop of red rock, rocket logo on the side.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Anyways, but yeah, like this is like a nice jacket that they then added the logo to. You know, it's like Sarah, when you're talking about the Bible they work off for merch, do they specify like the quality of the fabric must be better than X or Y? They just say it has to have this art on it.
They literally only care. They're like, please keep our logo at like a 60-degree angle or we will sue. Like,
What?
that's it.
That's so weird. So like they could, if they had the right to like a Pikachu JPEG, they could just like copy paste it in an ugly pattern and sell it. And as long as it's 60 degrees, they'd be like, okay.
Yeah, and they're getting like money back from it. But like, I think
Weird.
the thing is like, that's easy, right? Like that's easy. But like to do like collabs like this, you need someone who's actually involved. And I feel like the thing is Pokemon makes good merch, but they don't make good games. And then you have Nintendo that makes good games, but they can't make merch to save their lives.
Yeah.
You can only pick one.
You can pick one.
Pick a struggle.
Pick a lane.
Like this is what you were just.
Sun and Moon. Then you know what was that?
Yeah.
This is just what you're talking about, Sarah. It's like they have the rights to this Pikmin P with the little flower in the middle. They're like, here is a white tee. The most basic white shirt of all with just the centered logo, a little too high for my liking, to be honest. And then just like,
well, because you're not on like Target.com right now. You're on Nintendo's official store.
Yeah.
They absolutely could be doing better than this if they wanted to be.
Yeah. And like, oh, it says Pikmin on the back. Cool. No, that's so
I guess
boring.
on that end, and Sarah, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but because when you were talking about like the asset kind of, not asset flip, but kind of, right? It's like you use the agreed upon assets that you're allowed to use. When it comes to something like going on the Nintendo website where that's Nintendo specific, it's not like Target licensing Nintendo. Do they also work off that same kind of design Bible, or is there more leeway into what is made?
I feel like you can tell looking at the Nintendo assets that they do, but I think they do get away with a lot more. Cause like they have that like kitchen plates and stuff, but like the Animal Crossing mugs, like the basic stuff that, is just being made in like a factory somewhere, that's just basic assets. That's not like, cause the other way you can do it is like with shops like Fangamer and stuff like that. Essentially, they partner with games and they have an in-house artist at Fangamer.
That's cool.
That will literally just design the merch for you, like on your behalf. And that's why it ends up coming out so much better and it looks so much cleaner versus like let's just like slap a logo on a t-shirt and call it a day.
Yeah, because I think Fangamer doesn't do any sort of licensing where they would just be given some, images to work with and be told like I just don't think Fangamer would sign something like that. I don't think they would have any interest in like, sure, we can make Nintendo stuff now, but we're only allowed to use these approved pieces of art. I think they just wouldn't take that deal.
No,
because all they do is the nice look or like the artist stuff, stuff that was actually created by someone specifically for that merch.
I think another key to good merch, which Haley also sent this link in just like the PP Bank Slack. I can send it somewhere else if it's easier. But looking at what's trendy and I think operating in those trends right away. Like I noticed the Pokemon Center they always have plushes, but they have a plush category now that's like more keychain oriented where they're like paired. And I'm like, oh, that's such a cute idea because that's very much the Jane Birkenfying your bag, which is like putting a lot of stuff on it, is very popular right now. And the idea of having that as like cute little pairs. It's like, oh, you get one for your friend. Yes, exactly.
They were like, boo.
Yes. And they're like, we're seeing it and we're doing it now too. Because I think one struggle too, as well, is the speed at which companies can operate at. And I was like, by the time you get that meme out, the meme died like 8 weeks ago. It's like that kind of problem I think can happen on this side too.
I mean, they might be doing this more now, but I have some plushes that are also like this from the Pokemon Center, but from like 14. So
I think they've definitely made them before, but
okay. But yeah, maybe ramping them up or doing more of them now. Also, side note, why am I hearing the word Labubu? So what is a Labubu?
You don't know what a Labubu is?
Oh, yes.
Okay, look,
Kelsey, Google's Labubu.
I've seen a Labubu. But like, where did this come from?
Oh, blind
Sarah,
boxes.
What is Labubu?
Okay. So basically,
I know them too, but I don't know what they are.
Is like the hottest, like what are they called? Like the Sunny Angels and like the Smiskies or whatever they're called.
I don't really
Labubu is like the latest
but...
version of that. And what makes the Labubu different, or what people like about the Labubu, is there's a specific one that comes on. It's all a blind box, but there's a specific one that comes on like a keychain that you can get that people are hanging on their purses. And like you can buy little outfits for them and they come in different colors and you can even buy like cases for them. So it's like he's on your purse in a plastic case so he doesn't get dirty kind of thing.
Yep.
Like
I hate the face.
I love this concept, but why do they look like this? I think this is a great concept. Like I
cannot explain it.
$154
for the. It's $154. I had no idea how expensive. Wait, is that just that one though?
That's
Canadian.
That's like a doll. Yeah,
that's still a lot.
Literally Jesus. That's literally the Jesus of Labubus.
That's like the size of like a baby, like a real life baby. So I think that's okay. Never mind. I think they're regular.
They're sold out.
What they look like a mean. Oh my God, what's that kid?
What are the Monchichis?
It's like if No David.
Oh my God, Monchichi.
If No David was wearing like a monkey bunny suit. It's like if a mean little kid was dressed as a monkey bunny.
I hate the smile. Like. If that was in my room, I would not. I hate the way he's posable. He looks like he's Chucky's like pet or something. He's gonna kill you too.
But this is the latest and greatest of all of like the blind boxes is the Labubu.
Am I getting old that I'm like I don't get it? I don't get this.
Well, no, because everyone has their thing that they like or don't like with this. Because I feel like the Sunny Angel girlies are like, I don't like this other one. Like people just end up having their one. You're government mandated weird little guy to collect. But I will say this is just Funko Pops in different font. I know people love to hate on the Funkos. I have a couple Funkos myself. I'm not a Funko hater. If you have a Labubu, you do have a Funko Pop, and it's just fuzzy. That's all.
This is my ones. I like these ones. Molinta. These ones are cute.
Molinta.
I like the way that they're like. They look like they're rendered in a game.
Earthboundy.
Yeah, they look like Earthbound vibes. I don't have one of these, but like this would be the one I would buy. Aren't these cute? I want like us to have these as like our own little dolls. We each have our own little version. They're just cute. They always have good fits. Like she's going on a walk with her dog, probably. She's probably going to the supermarket really quick. Oh, they're so cute.
Wait, these are very cute. Someone explain to me, because what I really like, I love the concept of these mystery boxes, like gotcha toy kind of things. But what I don't understand at all is like, how do any of these get popular over another one?
Yeah.
Like, these aren't attached to any pre-existing IP as far as I can tell. These are just like an artist made this design and there's like 20 different versions of them. And I like, how is one any different than any of the others? You know?
It's just good marketing. Like they get in with the influencers on TikTok or something to bump them up to want them. Sarah, what would you think? I feel like you would know.
I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where it's like you can't really predict trends, but there will always be trends. So it's like one of them's always got to be on top, right? And it's like, it was the Sunny Angels, then it's like the Smiskies. Is that what they're called? The little green guys?
The Smiskies.
And then it's like, now it's like the Labubus. So it's like there will always be like somebody's got to be on top.
Yeah.
But where did sorry, this has always been a
Where
thing
are they coming from?
These are like
Close your windows. They're coming through the
thing.
doors.
Gachapons have been a thing in Japan forever. They've been popular there forever. But I feel like it was just kind of like that's a thing Japan does. And then one day I woke up and people in America all at the same time.
Would you say that it's like the
this.
addictive little treatness of it?
I think
like
so.
all of us
But,
are
like,
living in such a high stress society that like the idea of like a little treat of what you don't even know yet, it's like buying a present for yourself.
Yes, I think that's key. And that there's always one rare one. It's like it's like you're gambling and also spending at the same time. So you get to go into two
Pokemon
devices.
cards.
It is like Pokemon
also
cards, yeah.
Unboxing culture has increased over as like the internet has continued to evolve. And also the desire of the fine line between collecting and consuming, which is like a very heavily debated topic. Obviously they go together because you have to, unless you're collecting rocks, you have to consume to collect, like you have to buy things. But I think that's also been very increased online of people having like their Owala collection or their Stanley collection and their key. Like this is just another way that you can have your fix and your thing. Yeah, and then I think the bag thing too has like added to it as well, where people who don't already have like tchotchkes are like, what should I be putting on my what are the girlies putting on the bag? And so the answer for some is the Labubu, and they're like, you know what, that's me now.
I honestly wish I could flex a Labubu in a little outfit in a plastic container, just so people know that I am like I'm superior. But I do think they're ugly. Why do I have the urge? They're so ugly, but it's like I need one.
Yeah, it's something about the seeing somebody who you think is cooler than you say it's cool still works on me.
Yes.
100%. That high school mentality still freaking works. Because if a girl online and she looks cool and her apartment's neat, she's like, this looks so good on my bag. I'm like, give me it. Like always works on me.
I want people who see my bag to know I'm cool too.
Yeah. What if she sees me?
Having like a really fancy bag, like a Coach bag or something, or a Birkin, and then like putting a toy on it.
It's such a flex.
Like, it's the levels between Coach and Birkin for me.
Yeah.
Yes,
I love Coach.
I need a
like
Labubu for my Birkin, and both of them are just as hard to get as an exclusive.
Yeah, we can't get a Birkin, but we can get you a Workin, the Walmart Birkin, if you want, Sarah.
Is this what you're trying to get,
yes!
Sarah?
Put my Labubu on my Birkin.
This is Sarah's goal.
Or in an outfit, it's not good enough.
But like the way
they don't care, you know, they're like, I don't need to take care of my things.
I'll just buy a new
I have
one.
money. Yeah, exactly.
I'll just buy more Labubus.
It's funny that a man would see this and be like, oh, a little toy in a purse. I'm like, this is millions of dollars. You don't understand. This is the height of the female hierarchy, is this combo right here. And they don't even know.
You know
thing,
what they
though?
had to do to get that Birkin? You don't even want to know.
Years.
I do subscribe to the ideology that your keychain thing on your bag cannot be bigger than the bag, and I think Labubu is so big. There's not a lot of.
I love
that's
it
just
though.
me.
Look.
I'm withheld by societal standards that say your keychain, your bag should not be on the keychain.
I'm
The
so
keychain
weak
should
to
be on the bag.
societal
That's too much.
standards.
Look,
I
this
want
one-
20 Labubus on my Birkin.
Oh,
My children.
oh
Sarah,
my God.
I love that. So many people don't know what you're talking about, and that's exactly the intention of this show. If you don't
There's
know
people
what
out there
you're
right now going, what's a Birkin?
if you don't know what Sarah's saying, you may have ended up in the wrong spot.
Oh, man. The Birkin is an
the point
elusive
is,
mistress. It's true.
The Pokemon Center said, how can we get in on this Labubu Birkin action? And
Yeah.
they're like, start slanging the keychains a little harder. We already have them in the back.
The matching
Clean
the
up the
color of your
skew.
Labubu to the color of your Birkin?
Yeah, that's a crazy flex.
Ugh.
It just
I
shows
think
that
so.
you're patient. This shows me that you're a patient little MFer, and
Yeah.
you'll wait.
That you have 4 Birkin bags. I don't think that shows patience. I think that shows
I saw-
a
No, they're
very
hard to
different
buy.
thing.
Patience
I saw
to
TikTok.
get it.
Buy them.
Yeah, you can't buy
Yeah.
Birkins.
You- when you
go
go
in
in-
to buy them.
And
That
when you go
is-
in, they tell you which one you get. You don't get to choose.
Yeah.
You can get a random
People might not
pack.
know if they don't know Birkin. It's
I-
literally the ultimate gotcha.
You don't know
pot.
Birkin?
I do
Listener,
think this is
log
worth
off.
like, saying because even like I feel like I'm new to this. Even like I went down the Hermes like rabbit hole kind of recently just because I was like, what is going on with this? And yeah, like I think that if people are not aware of this, there are luxury items that you cannot just go buy, that you have to somehow get on a list for, and then you are told what you are allowed to buy.
Yeah.
and
Don't
that's
tell
what you get.
Nintendo. Do not tell Nintendo about
God.
the Birkin. The Nintendo
Oh, they do
Birkin.
that. No, they do that
Oh.
in Japan. There were lotteries for like special edition 3DSs and stuff.
That's
like
true.
the,
Yeah, I guess you're
Fascinating.
right. Yeah.
yeah.
But did they give it to
no,
people who had,
Nintendo's
like,
ahead of the Birkin
previously-
game.
Well, I
your
know
limited
limited edition
copying
3DS
Nintendo.
in your Labubu Birkin.
They do this thing with the trading card game is like, so these are called Elite Trainer boxes, but they'll have the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. So this is like, it comes with the exact same product as you buy at Target, except the promo card has a little stamp on it. And you better believe that little stamp makes that card worth 10 times more. It's same card, same rarity. It's just that it's impossible. You have to be, again, a patient girly to sit on this freaking website refreshing, sitting in the little waiting area with the Pikachu JPEG telling you
speaking
1
from
second.
experience?
Yes, and I didn't. I didn't get
like
in.
a lived experience.
Yes, I tried to get the Destin's Rivals. I tried to get the Journey Together and the Prismatic Evolutions. Guess what? Haley didn't get any of them because it's the freaking bots all in here and they need to figure their crap out. But God, that makes me want it. It's like, I might get
Obviously,
it.
they should make it that they only give it to you if you have spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars in Pokemon merchandise previously.
But then only the bots
and then
would
they'll
get it.
contact you and be like, you can buy this one specific
Yes.
box.
Well, they say purchase limit of 1, and even then they sell out in 5 seconds. And the website, I had the website open for 6 hours just to see if I could get in. I was like, I might even just buy a pin at the end of this and just take my L and not even buy any
to feel
cards.
something, yeah.
Just to feel a purchase. And it's just crazy. $60 and people are selling these. Let's check on eBay. How much you want to bet? Destin Rivals.
Oh.
They're not even out yet.
What do they actually sell?
I'm gonna
for?
go
$60
$300.
60 Canadian.
I
gonna
think
go-
this is
500, 700.
500.
555.
Okay,
Are they
wait.
listed?
We
Are they
don't-
listed though?
Let's
those
see.
are
Marked as sold.
listings.
Let's-
You gotta
let's-
look at sold listings.
All right.
Yeah, the marked as sold.
So,
ETB.
but it is
Where it's at.
really wild, and I think just about every company has figured out that by far the most useful thing you can do is create FOMO. Like that is just,
Yes.
and it's making it life worse for everyone. But that is, I think that's just like every company's like, wow, yeah, we really sell out if you just simply cause FOMO constantly.
That's so true. FOMO is the best seller of all time. How do I go to it's been sold?
I think you have to hit
like a
filter or
filter.
something.
Buy it
I've played
now.
this game. I've played this game before when I'm like trying to flip something. I'm like, what can I actually sell this for?
I don't know how to
People
do
will put
this.
stuff for anything.
But let's just say
I'm just
that
gonna,
there's someone
I'll
selling it
pull
for
it up for you
70.
and send you a link. No.
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
Let's see.
70.
It says 70. Maybe she wrote like, you get a picture of the thing.
Yeah.
It's just like a
my
printed out
gosh.
piece of printer paper.
Yeah. And this is them
Okay, so-
selling their pre-order. Like, they don't even have it yet. You know what I mean? They're like gonna get it.
Oh yeah, that's the game. Yeah. Mhm.
Which is
All right, so sold
grimy.
listings in the U.S. with U.S. dollars range from 150 to 300.
Good Lord. It's not out yet. No one has this in their hands yet.
Yeah, correct.
And they're selling it online for triple.
Okay, what is the description? It says read description. What is the description?
Where is the description? Oh, here it is. To all the bots and scalpers, this is only a picture of the Destined Rivals ETB. Upon purchase, you'll receive a picture. This is not for humans. Enjoy your picture of the ETB. It comes in a very nice color. Oh, so they're trying to cheat the bots into
funny.
going back down to market price. That's interesting.
Fighting the good fight.
Should I message her and say, I respect you, queen? It's Cal's 7.
Absolutely.
Oh, I can't log. Oh, well. That'll be what I'm gonna do this really quick, you guys. Let's
Something
keep
just to go
chatting.
to the
This
side.
is an important.
The point
yeah, this is
is-
an important thing to do.
to bring back to the gamer, there is a way to do merch where people are foaming at the mouth for this merch. That is the point of the Hermes Labubu Pokemon card triangular conversation that we had.
You know what I think this is a great segue into, though, is some silly rare merch, which is, do you guys see the Pokemon Fendi collaboration from a couple of years ago?
No.
Yeah. I think
Yes.
a little bit.
Pokemon Fendi.
Haley, I sent you a link
Okay.
to just a photo, but I'll try to pull up the
Is it the
entire
dragon?
actual-
Is
yeah,
it the
I
Dragonite?
remember
Yeah.
this.
Okay, I got it.
See, this is what I mean by like approved assets. Look at that.
Yeah, I didn't
garbage.
like the Pokemon Fendi thing. And I'm not just saying that because I'm broke. But being
Yeah.
broke just helped me say it more easily. Like,
$2,125. Holy
Yeah.
crud.
I agree with the approved asset thing, but did you guys see the bag that is shaped like a Dragonite? Because that one was pretty cool.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Yeah.
You sent me that
Have you
one?
guys bought? Be honest. Be so honest. Have you guys bought any of this like luxury video game merchandise?
No.
No.
no,
Yeah.
not yet.
Unless you
Not
count the
yet.
Pokemon collared shirts, which I mean, those were like $100. Those weren't. I don't know that's on a very different level than Fendi.
Yeah.
So because I just
I don't think I
haven't been
even could
impressed
get the
by-
Fendi. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. Fendi could make something for me specifically, and I'm like, are you charging me for it? I have to say no.
I sent you a picture of this.
is this
Haley.
it?
Is it not?
Is this it here? Ugh, allow ads on there. Oh my god. Continue without supporting. You lost my support. Is this real? Pokemon collection
Yes.
selects.
What's
real.
crazy is like
Ugh.
It's like painted on
It's
over the
just-
Fendi print.
yeah, it's just like video game. I'm looking at the League of Legends Louis Vuitton collection, and it's just like a League of Legends character on a T-shirt, but the
Ugh.
T-shirt's really expensive.
See that? I hate that. Luigi Vuitton. I just almost typed out. I don't know how to spell Louis Vuitton. Oh, Louis Vuitton. All right, audio listeners, we got a plain black tee with a character on it from League that
There is nothing
Man
that
is
upsets me
wearing-
more than luxury, like high-end clothing brands that sell a T-shirt, and
I
then it's like
know.
a $400 T-shirt. I'm like, no, that's still a T-shirt. That's
Wow.
not okay.
Do we know how much the t-shirt is priced? Or is it not out yet?
It was 2019 collection, but
Oh,
it's probably too much.
probably too much.
Too much. The jacket's kind of cool though.
The
There's like a
jacket's-
silver
So
jacket.
is the only thing that's League is just the chain that you pull down on the jacket, though? I think other than that, it's just a Louis Vuitton jacket. I need to pronounce it correctly. Yeah, I don't really get
some of
League
the-
from this except for the t-shirt.
But some of the luxury collabs I feel like don't end up being that good. Like they just end up being the same
Yeah.
print with like something else. I know there's like a Studio Ghibli one that was pretty good. It was like a puzzle bag, but I'll have to look for that one. One I saw that was like pseudo, it's like in between luxury. It's like a grand, which is not cheap, but you know, it's not thousands and thousands. Is Glow Mesh, a brand that I frankly I'm not familiar with, but I was looking around at purses and found this Pac-Man collab they did.
Ooh,
I want this
Cute.
bag.
that's cute.
But I do not want to
Oh.
spend $1,200 Australian
Oh.
on it. So, but I looked at it for a long time.
You can spend 50.
Cute purse, but like it has like a little pixel cherry on it. It looks like it's like
Yeah, audio listeners,
which
it's a
is
cute
but-
little clutch bag. You can pay 1,500 Australian dollars for the gold version, Janet, if that makes you feel better.
It is also kind of one of those things where it is cute. However, if I saw it at Forever 21, would I want it? And if the answer is no, maybe
That
I
is
walk away.
such
You know what I mean?
a good way
So
to
valid.
trick your brain into not wanting it.
Sorry, Forever 21, because I know you're closing, and I had to get one more jab in. You know, you held it down for many a year. I bought several items from you over the years. So
I bought like
shout to that.
some Nintendo stuff from Forever 21 from
Me
a really
too,
long time
yeah.
ago, and
Really?
I still get compliments on it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a Mario Kart thing with Forever 21.
Uniqlo's done some pretty
Yeah.
okay collabs with like
Uniqlo's
Zelda
very
and
nice, yeah.
stuff. Like I got a couple of these Zelda shirts that I thought were pretty cute. Plus I like the fabric of Uniqlo.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if like this art is kind of key arty, a couple of them.
Boo. The first one's giving approved asset.
Yeah, the first one's
Yeah,
giving
they're
a
a little
approved
approved
asset.
asset, yeah.
But I got this little one with the little guys who stick out of the pocket.
That's cute.
Yeah. And everyone in all
Sarah
the
and I were
Uniqlo
talking
models look
about-
so depressed.
Sarah and I were talking about this before the show started, but Uniqlo, I feel like, used to do nothing but bangers for their
Yeah.
video game merch, and I feel like it's gotten a little key art-y,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
but there's still some good gems in there.
Their material is nice.
Yeah.
So they get a little bit of a pass from me. But yeah, I think the only one I've actually bought, the last time I bought this was for a couple of those Zelda shirts. I don't think I've ever bought any other collabs they've done since, because they do like...
I have a bunch of like Animal Crossing and Mario t-shirts from Uniqlo, and they're pretty good.
Animal Crossing's cute. What is with Snoopy? Snoopy is very in.
So big
Why?
in Japan right
Japan
now.
loves Snoopy.
He is
Japan.
back. He is back and he is
I think
ready.
Snoopy's always been popular in Japan, but
Yeah.
I think I have to say this, like Snoopy's like in Peanuts is like a Minnesota original.
Yeah.
It's from Minnesota. So it's like can't even be a hater.
It's just
I
like
also
so
think
much.
they want the bag real bad over there, because they've been pimping out Snoopy everywhere for like his whole life. Like he's on MetLife, he's selling insurance,
true.
he'll sell whatever
Insurance.
you're buying. Like he's out there just he's gonna be out there forever.
I
and
would buy
he makes more
Pikachu
money than me,
insurance.
so shout out.
Like if they put Pikachu on an insurance brand, I think I'd buy it.
I'd probably trust it
Oh.
more. I would at least trust it a
Yeah,
bit
you
more.
know what? That might work on me.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, MetLife.
I
Yeah,
don't want to
Snoopy,
learn
works
about myself.
Snoopy works with MetLife. Yeah, y'all don't. Yeah, once he started
Yeah.
selling that insurance, I said it wasn't really about the comics anymore, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, hey, we all have our price. Email
You know
me.
what else is big
Yeah.
in Japan right now is Tom and Jerry.
What?
Really?
Yeah, it's really big in Japan right now. Judging off of we import a lot of Japanese products for my stores, and so we get all the like Japanese catalogs and stuff. And there's a lot of Tom and Jerry merch. I cannot imagine they're making this much Tom and Jerry merch for no reason. It's got to be big over there right now.
What about culture has stirred up?
I don't know.
There was that 3D movie that looked like ass that came out, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Remember that?
I hate Tom and Jerry.
I hate it
be
too.
honest right now, is this a safe space? I've always hated Tom and
It's
Jerry.
giving
They
Predator.
to each
Yeah.
other.
It's giving
I don't like that. They're
Predator.
bullies. They're rude and they're mean and they're
Yeah.
disrespectful.
They're
It's an
both.
uncomfortable show. I agree. Like, I don't have fun watching it because I just feel like no one's having a good time, and I don't
No.
like a show where no one's having a good time.
I don't like
or
the
being-
circle of violence and abuse that's going on in this
Yeah.
household.
Is it that who's Tom's owner? I don't know enough about the lore of Tom and
Isn't
Jerry.
this an old lady?
Is it an old lady? Who owns Tom and Jerry? Let me Google.
Tom owner.
Tom owner. The housekeeper. She is often
Oh,
seen
okay,
as the
the
owner of
housekeeper.
Tom. Okay. Is an antagonist who
Good.
appeared solely in the Gene Dietsch era 1962 of Tom and Jerry shorts. What? There's like a whole lore to this. Oh, they're doing the classic
point is,
like Peanuts thing where
Oh, wait.
only see her legs kind of thing.
I need to share this merch that I saw today, you guys.
Let's see it.
It's a very specific Square Enix pet collection, only available in Japan.
Oh my god.
And it is it's
Oh
accessories
my
for your
God.
pets, and it's
That's
Final
very cute.
Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Dragon Quest.
Oh my god.
And I think that's it.
Give
but like
me the
it's like
slime
it's a
stroller.
It is a
Oh my
slime
God.
stroller for your pets.
The little
like a slime bed for
bed?
your pets. But the
I
price of
want
that
the slime
stroller is
stroller.
like $500
Yeah, that
oh
is
my
ridiculous.
God.
for a Dragon Quest themed slime stroller for your dogs.
Ah, they're so cute, these little
That's how you
dogs.
know you have it like that, though. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
But this
it's like
is
it
the
doesn't
thing,
even
it's like-
affect me.
This
Is that
what
a Buster
Japan
Sword
gets
cat
that we don't
scratcher?
It is.
Yes.
It is, in fact. What do you mean? Isn't it
And
obvious?
there's a Buster Sword dog toy, but it's like $20 for my dog to chew on with
Okay.
the Buster Sword.
I love that, though.
I want to talk about Square Enix. Square Enix's merch pricing has always been
Insane.
nuts. Not of this universe in term like it's nothing like the pricing of any other company. Why are their plushies $50 for small plushies? What are they doing? Why is everything twice as expensive as literally every other company?
I've never looked at their merch. Is it like maybe potentially worth it, or is the quality look kind of the same vibes? No.
The quality is the same vibes. Like maybe if it's better by like a modest 10% or something.
What's that
you
chair?
know? Like
Can you click on that chair?
Yeah.
There's this black
What is this
chair on the Square Enix store, and I, for the life of me, cannot figure
like-
out
It's like leather or
what game it's
pseudo
supposed to be
leather.
from.
What is the?
Yeah, I
Also,
feel
the
like Square
chair you were
makes-
there.
Say what you will about Square, but I feel like they make some of the coolest merch I've seen, even if it is wholly overpriced. Like they
do, but it's
really just say like, we'll do it.
It's not letting me zero in on this
They won't
chair,
let you
but
click on the chair. They don't want us to know about the chair.
I'm not allowed to buy the chair. Okay. But they got a laundry basket.
No, you can't
Yeah,
click on this.
this is pretty unique stuff. Like this, is like, I like houseware. I like when video games do houseware. I think that's
Me
really
too.
fun. I always kind of I'm
Yeah.
way more likely to buy
Fancy.
houseware.
like a fancy crystal decanter.
I saw that. Yeah, let me go back to that.
What on earth?
This thing? It's from Nier?
No, no, keep going. There was that like.
Oh my
bead
God, I
set
didn't
looking
even
thing.
Wait, I
notice.
think they're just
Oh.
selling the plastic figures, the Bravely Default figures in front of it. Please say yes.
None of
can't
this
look at anything.
nothing
Why
here
can't I look at
loads.
anything?
Guys, I figured out the chair though. It's a Kingdom Hearts chair. Classic sofa.
Okay.
But does
Oh.
anyone know what Kingdom Hearts has to do with this classic sofa?
With sofa.
Is that the chair they're sitting in when they play chess in the trailers?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Watch out, because I only played the first one, so you can don't try to, I don't want to know about the chair.
So you don't want to buy the
If it's,
chair.
well, is there? Well, it's what? Oh, imagine being in the chair
not
and then
gonna-
game's
I
not
don't
holding
know
the
if it'll
game.
spoil it.
Will it spoil? You were
But
gonna.
you don't know that it won't, Sarah. You can't
Okay, so
promise
the
that
chair,
it won't.
the chair, the Kingdom Hearts classic chair is $2,000.
Oh my God. I can't wait to buy it. That's so affordable.
Yeah.
And it has like the
sorry.
Kingdom Hearts logo embossed into it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. So it's really just a chair
is
they
the-
embossed.
It's the iconic Kingdom Hearts cuck chair, is what it is.
I like these cactus from Final Fantasy pillows. Like that as a little pop
Yeah.
of color on an otherwise normal couch would be really cute. Like
I'm
just
sorry,
one
that'll
little
be
thing.
$300.
Oh, even the small one? Maybe the small one could just be $250.
That one's $350 for some reason, because it's for the convenience of the size.
I'm looking at their plushies right now on their US site, and there is not like for just regular plushies, like 7-inch tall plushies. They are $45.
Oh my
It
God.
makes sense.
I'll just buy my Pikachu Squishmallow. Like,
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
valid.
I've never
also have-
looked at their merch. I guess I've not been that into Square Enix games in general, I suppose. I'm on the European site now. I'm accepting all the cookies. Don't be like me, kids. Say no to
I
cookies.
do
I'm
it too
I'm
sometimes
just
when
in a rush.
when I don't care anymore. Like
Yeah.
it takes so little to break me down. I'm like, just take the data. You're taking it anyway. Why am I even saying no? It goes to
I
the
feel
same
like
spot.
Sega also. So this is specifically Japan though. When I say they have good merch, Sega Japan, they came out with like cologne and candles for like Yakuza characters. Do you remember that?
Yes.
What?
And it was like, what does my Yakuza crush smell like?
That's so fun.
On that
Actually-
note, how come it feels so often that like certain like the better merch is like relegated to like one area? Is that just because of where it's produced also? So it's just cheaper
So
to kind of like make
the
it and
way-
ship it around?
The way that I have sort of found it to be is that like the American team has to work so much slower because they have to take everything through Japan. And Japan doesn't have to go through the Japan because they're Japan. So they can kind of make their own choices. And also because the Japanese market is so much smaller, they don't have to worry about like supply and demand as much versus like the US market is so much bigger. You have to think about like who's going to stock this? How are we going to ship this? What warehouse do we store this in? So I think it's just easier for Japanese companies to operate like within Japan itself. And the same for China too, like Infinity Nikki and all that kind of stuff, Love and Deep Space, all the best merch is like within China itself. That's just because that's where they're based, and they can like communicate with like, you know, people who make this stuff, like licensors, like that are also in that same in the same country. But it sucks. It sucks for the rest of us.
Are you gonna buy
Sarah,
a real?
I hadn't even considered that there was Infinity Nikki merch until now, and now I'm sad.
I'm so sorry.
You can buy the real outfits I'm seeing here. Infinity Nikki Bubbly Voyage cosplay dress. 250 Canadian.
Honestly, these are priced low enough that I don't think
I'd buy
they'd
it.
be very good.
I'd buy it anyways. I don't care.
This one's
I wanna be
$250 and
Nikki.
it doesn't look that good. It's also on a scary
No, these
wooden
don't look good.
thing.
No, but
The
imagine
Froggy
that one day you
cosplay
wear
one
it.
doesn't look anything like the actual outfit in the game.
It's giving wish.com, like the way these images
Yeah, these are
look.
very Temu.
Yes.
That's a
Wow.
bummer.
If you're feeling like a little crazy, Nikki.
That's not even a costume from the game. What is this?
I don't know where
This is from Shiny
DLC.
Nikki.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
okay.
just
Shiny
Nikki.
Nikki is
Okay.
like the mobile game.
NikkiMerch.com is where I am, which is probably not legit.
Oh my god, that's probably not.
It says official Nikki merchandise on the Google link.
Well, they say it's official.
Well, if they wrote
I'm
it,
sure it's
then
very
yeah.
official.
I'm really trusting. Oh God! Can you hear that? The loudest music ever just played,
I
which I
can't
don't think
hear
went
it.
through to you guys. It was like 10,000 times louder than us
So now
talking.
you're just screaming to no one.
It was like da-da-da with the trumpets when they open up that opening cutscene. It was like the
Oh,
loudest
yeah.
trumpet in my ear of all time. Yeah, I remember the Death Stranding merch was kind of interesting.
I was
bought-
looking at that because I looked into it for do they have good or bad merch when I was hunting for the bad merch. Pretty good, holistically. They had one sweater with just the key art that I was debating using for my ugly merch, but then I ended up finding something uglier.
I have this Bridges hat that I wear unironically. No one's ever. Excuse me.
I shouldn't laugh. I'm
That's-
so sorry. I was so mean.
You were gonna buy a Infinity Nikki dress and you're laughing at my Bridges
Yeah,
hat.
I was. Yeah, I was.
How dare you? The way that was so
You put on your hat,
unbridled.
and I put on my ugly dress, and you tell me it looks. Yeah. What was your hat story though?
Just
Like,
that I
anyone
wore
clocked
it.
you for the hat.
No one's clocked me, and no one's complimented me. So I think it's very middle of the road game merch. But the way that Sarah laughed in my face makes me think that this was a poor purchase. Now I'm a little nervous. I didn't buy any of these basic shirts. I didn't buy the BB scale pod.
If you like it, I love it. You know, we have that in my house, the BB scale pod. Because
Do you- oh, do you?
Collector's edition.
You have
Yep.
the baby in your house?
I have the baby. Yeah, I have the baby.
That takes up a
Because
lot
he
of
bought the
space.
baby. This is what I'd be saying. So I have way more,
Is it like
more
a
garbage
lamp?
than my. No, it can turn on though. It can glow. There's like a battery pack you can put in it. I'll ask if he
Where
sees
does-
this. Is bring it.
Janet, currently, where is this in your home?
Where do you store this?
question.
Where do you don't
Like, is it in
Right
a closet?
behind you.
You have like a baby in a box in a closet. Like, imagine someone has to search your
originally,
house.
this drives me up the wall. So this is again, this is my fiance bought this. I did not buy this. I don't believe in really buying collector's editions for a couple of reasons. One, haven't played the game yet. What if the game sucks? That's kind of awkward. Two, they're often a little ugly because they're sort of on the more, they're made for a mass market, so they're not as nice as like. First Four Figures makes like statues. That's all they do. Now they're very expensive, but they are also
They're
nice
good
quality.
though. Yeah.
I think you get kind of screwed in the middle with the collector's editions a lot of times, so I don't try to avoid them. So this is a thing he bought. He wanted. I'm like, cool, whatever. For a long time, he just kept it in like it comes in the crate from the game, and he just had it in there, which also drives me crazy. Why did you buy something if you're not gonna like put it out into the home? You know what I mean? But like, hey, it's your thing. Like whatever. I don't need to see this baby all the time. Right now, the baby is either on a floating shelf in my bedroom or in a bag in my closet.
You don't know
at
if
this
it's
point,
on a shelf where you see it every day or in a closet. How do you not know whether it's one of those two places?
Because Haley, I'm 5 feet tall, so I don't look up at the sky at my ceiling, okay?
The sky!
We're not all 8 feet in the air, eye to eye with the ceiling fan.
I like the idea that like your fiance is just putting like the Death Stranding baby on a high shelf because he knows that you can't see it anyways. So it's like,
No,
Yeah,
this
and for
is
a while
so
it was
valid.
in storage in the garage as well. So it's kind of moved around different places.
Poor
in
baby.
the apartment.
Janet, this is so valid. I straight up do not look up. You can hide anything from me if you put it like a foot above my head. I do
Why
not
would I
look up.
there? Why would I look up?
To look at your
Haley, do you look
things you
down-
own.
Do you look underneath your sofa? Are you like looking?
Are you
like
down
that?
there? Now I'm going to
Yeah.
start. If there's a BB model scale
down
1/6
there?
size under there.
He's working on something right now, but he will bring the baby for people that want to jump to the
I want
YouTube
to
I
see
don't
the
want
baby.
the baby.
No,
I-
keep the baby away.
I want to see the baby. Don't listen to
us the
Kelsey.
baby.
Bring us the
And I'll
baby.
ask, hey, where did you get the baby from? Because I don't know where it is. But this is why I say I have way more garbage than my fiance does. But I'm like, hey, you know, I don't know. You got a little bit of a glass house sometimes. You got the baby. You got the ugly Ellie statue, you know? Who among us
Oh,
here
yeah,
has
the
not
Ellie
sinned,
statue.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ugly Ellie statue, yeah.
I have a question
It's
for you.
okay,
Y'all have
guys.
our-
Oh.
Wait, I have a question too. You walk into a house. What's worse, the Death Stranding baby or a Nintendo Alarmo? And assume that like you're seeing this person. You're dating.
Is this
them.
is this a man?
Use
Or just a
alarm.
person?
I think
And
if
when
I
you sleep in the bed, you have to sleep next to the Nintendo Alarmo
here's what I think. I
or the
think
Death Stranding baby.
the Alarmo guy is
Sleep next to the baby. No.
the Alarmo guy is bad in bed but is
his
nice.
bedroom?
And the Death Stranding baby guy is really good in bed but is toxic. That's what I think.
No,
Those
I refrain from
situations.
answering this question because I'm
If
with the
you
Death Stranding
sleep-
baby guy.
If you sleep next to the Death Stranding baby, you're a psychopath. That is.
Well, you
not
turn
on
it
my
around. You turn it around when you're gonna do stuff. Just like
So you're
anyone else
actually
would
thinking
do.
about it. It's like.
What if it's like a nightlight though? It glows.
It can't. Well, it's battery operated.
Oh,
It's very
it could be a
efficient.
mood setter.
It's a very. Yeah,
I want to
it's
kiss you under the
Kojima's
glow
hand.
of the BB.
What if we held hands under the glow of the Death Stranding baby? Yeah, I think Alarmo is worse, but I'm biased because I'm technically with the Death Stranding baby guy, so I guess I already chose. You know what I mean?
So is my
what am I
stereotype
gonna
true,
say?
Janet?
You know what? I think we got a lot of the show to get to. So
I think I clocked that. Anyways, my question was
Oh my
going to
God.
be if you guys could pick any figure on the first for figure websites to buy and pretend it's worth $0, you can buy it. And it won't cost you a penny. What would you get? What's your dream one? I'll go first so you guys can
want-
peek. Oh,
I want the King of Lions.
you got King of Red
They don't
Lions.
sell anymore. The King of Red Lions. Yeah, they don't sell it
Wait,
anymore.
where are the
but
figures? Where are you guys looking at these?
First four
first
figures.
four figures?
What is
It's
that
so
one, Janet?
beautiful.
Oh, King of Red Lions.
Yeah,
The boat?
it's funny enough. Yeah, the boat. Which is funny because deep content cut. If you watch other MinnMax content for the fake like Pew Pew Bang episode that they recorded, they mentioned this boat. And in the skit, they're like, "Oh, Sarah has a crush on this boat. Haley has a crush. Someone has a crush on the boat." And I'm like, "I love that boat.
me.
Not
me.
sexually. I just respect. He's like a fun guy, and we're exploring the seas. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?"
There's something about like being supported in that way.
How would
know?
you sleep
Yeah,
with him?
so-
Explain.
I'll fucking figure it out.
No, I need to know
Your
right
first
now.
Figure it
He's
out.
got a
Anyway.
big mast.
You know what they say about a
They
big
say it's about
mast?
the motion in the ocean, you know, it's the whole thing,
exactly,
right?
exactly. There are ways.
He's got that little
Anyway.
nub under his chest at the front. That's something.
Excuse me, this was a childhood boat, please.
Oh,
Do not
sorry.
ruin my childhood boat.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. But yeah, I think it's really beautiful looking, despite the conversation we just had.
I really like the resin
like
water, how it's kind of like glossy and clear. This looks really,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
looks like they took it right out of the game and made it real, which I love when statues look like that. This is a good pick.
I also am considering getting rid of the Aku Aku one I have that I got for free because it is really big. And if you don't know it's from Crash Bandicoot, it does kind of look racist. So I think it might be time to part ways with it. But right now that is not too far from my bed currently because I don't know what to do with it. And I don't want to just throw it in the garbage because it was so expensive even though I didn't pay for it.
This is
Who
mine.
knows? Is this Midna? But she's real.
Ooh.
What is this?
It's like human
It's sexy
tall
Midna.
This is sexy Midna.
Why is she sexy?
Is
What
this
is
in the, is
this?
this in the game?
Wait, Kelsey, how do you wait? Do you guys not know about sexy Midna?
No.
Have you guys played Twilight Princess?
Stop.
I haven't
Stop.
beat it. No,
No,
sorry.
I haven't
my
played
God.
it. People
You
said
guys
it
have
wasn't
gone all
that
these
good.
years
How?
knowing that
Fake
Midna's
gamer.
a total babe?
She's a
No,
total
people said the
babe.
game
Hold
wasn't
on.
good.
Okay, that makes a lot more
Secretly,
sense.
She's the
a lot
hottest
of
character
different
in Zelda. She's literally the hottest person in all of Zelda.
I hear this all the time, and I'm picturing the weird gremlins.
No, this is her.
Midna?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what all
Oh
of
my
the
gosh.
art has.
No, this is her.
Yeah. I would have thought this was
I
fan
truly
art
can't.
that you
I
pulled
truly
up here.
cannot. This is going to live with me. The fact that you guys never knew that Midna became a hot woman.
Okay,
No.
we're watching the scene from Twilight Princess
sorry.
right
When
now.
I play Zelda or when I see Zelda games, I'm not like, surely someone
Spoiler.
transforms into something hot. Yeah,
well, we already
this is the chair
spoiled
all
it
over
by
again.
showing it.
Sit in your Kingdom Hearts chair and look at Haven.
She's really beautiful. I'll skip to the part where we see her.
So is this like the gremlin thing becomes this hot woman? Was it?
Yes,
Is that what's going on?
Gremlin thing.
this is what happens. I think I'll have to tell
Game
Leo
came
we
out
need
in
to put it.
2006, you guys.
I haven't
Midna?
played every video game ever, Sarah.
Real gamers.
I
don't
thought
finish
you
their
had.
games. This is statistically
You
true.
should play the Zelda ones. So you at least need to play the Zelda ones.
Fine.
Audio listeners,
She's
Zelda
animated.
is standing and she's beautiful and she's.
It's Midna. It's
Midna.
Midna, by the way.
What did I say?
Zelda.
Midna. Oh my god. My
Classic
bad.
gotcha.
Apologize.
I'm sorry,
Is
Midna.
she saying what? Say something because Link's just staring.
She knows
going,
she's a
Yeah.
baddie.
"Yo-yoing
Am I-
with his
She
mouth
says,
hanging open.
"Am I so beautiful that you've no words left?" She knows she's a baddie. That's what's awesome about it. Zelda like
Exactly.
is hot but never mentions it. Midna's like, "I know I'm hot. What?" And look at him. He pretty much creams his jeans. Anyways, back to what we were talking about.
Anyways, to answer your question about what first four figure I want, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Bayonetta gun. I want the Bayonetta gun.
Oh.
That sounds so good.
Also, guys, there is a nearly $600 Great Mighty Pooh from Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh my god!
There
Send me,
is, yeah.
send me the
If
link.
someone spends $600 on a poop
Ooh.
statue,
The gun looks incredible.
This gun
I need
looks cool.
to meet who does that. I need to meet
Sometimes
the
I
person.
feel like figure collecting is just for people who have like money that they have too much money.
It's just a Labubu, but more expensive and made out of
So-
more raw
'cause,
material.
like, I understand like one or two, but people who have like they're like, this is my wall of like Hatsune Miku's. I'm like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
When you die, do you have to like give that to someone in your will?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, and I
probably.
will
Just
my
throw it out.
Hatsune Miku figure collection to my like grandchildren.
See, I
Oh,
want to do
no.
like a what is it called? A Ready Player One style. Like, who's gonna earn my pile of trash?
Yeah.
What we steps forward
Pile-
to
Who's
claim
gonna get
my
the Death Stranding
garbage.
baby?
Exactly. He
I
needs
want the
a
names.
parent.
This is
I want the names of
$700.
the people who have bought this almost $600 in US dollars at least.
I know exactly who has this.
statue.
Not personally, but this is owned by the person who has the wild Nintendo basement. You know, you go on YouTube and you see people do like their game room tours, and they walk. There's always that dude who walks into like the Nintendo basement, and it's like lit with like neon lights.
Yeah.
and it's
And they
got
bought
every
a poop
Nintendo thing
statue?
ever. Yes, I think they bought. They're like, this is from Conker's Bad Fur Day. You may recognize them from the,
Only
like, I can-
I
one
conquer
person
you
owns
in my
this.
mind.
Me. It's not because it's rare. It's because nobody buys it.
Nobody wanted it. Yeah, it's super gross and not good. And
I hate it.
I don't like it.
I hate the Mighty Pooh from that game.
It
As
might
a
be the
kid,
worst
he scared me.
thing.
It might be the worst thing. Have you guys seen? This is inside the indie game spoiler. What does anyone object?
No
No,
objection.
no
Speak,
objections.
speak now, or forever hold your peace.
This is how we should do our spoilers. Does anyone object?
Yeah.
Oops! Inside Statue of Liberty. It's not what I meant to say.
Wait,
I
can
know
I
what
ask
you're
you
gonna
guys a
show.
question?
I know what you're gonna
Is
show.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the Midna reveal, is Hot Midna like the end of the game?
Yeah, it's like the last 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I thought that it was like close-ish to the end, but not like.
But
the
like,
end
why?
end.
Is she just like, by the way, you need to know I'm hot? Like, what's the?
No,
She
oh
gets
my God,
turned
I'll
to a
explain
true
this to you-
form.
I'll explain this to you guys. Okay, so there's two sides, right? There's like the dark side of the world, and there's the light side of
Twilight.
the world. And Midna is from the dark side of the world,
Twilight.
Twilight. But then when she comes over, she's cursed to be a gremlin, and she's got to be cured of her curse so that she can go back and be hot again.
But you don't
So
even know
to
she's
be a little
cursed.
Gremlin.
You don't even know
Yeah,
it.
but you don't know because she doesn't tell you.
You
Why
just
did she
think
tell
that's
you?
what she looks like because she's a humble queen. You get to know her personality. So she's beautiful inside and out. Even when she's a little gremlin, you're like, this girl is a hang. And you love her the whole time. At the end, she's hot, too. It's like, oh, my God.
Isn't she actually like the original ruler of the Twilight
Yes,
realm?
she's the
And
Twilight
she got basically got kicked
Princess. She's the
Yeah.
Twilight Princess, Sarah. It's in the title.
Twilight Princess! Don't yell at me, Haley. Yell at them.
You've played it. You should know better at asking if
I'm
she's the
sorry.
queen or not. It's in the game title.
The I don't know, hot lore drop, I guess, is that I haven't finished very many Zelda games at all. I've finished like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and Wind Waker.
That's a
Oh,
lot.
and the one you did the
And-
deepest dive for. The deepest dive, right?
Echoes of Wind.
And
Yeah,
Echoes of Wisdom and like that. I think that might be it.
That's a lot of Zelda games. You just didn't
Makes
play the best
sense.
one,
Yeah.
Twilight
Oh, well,
Princess.
it's apparently not enough. I
Oh
don't-
well, Twilight Princess is the best one. I don't know why you would.
Kelsey, don't let them gaslight you. Everyone said, and I'm not saying they're right. I'm just saying what the streets were saying, that game was not very good.
No,
so
no,
I didn't feel
you're-
I need to go back.
Are we gonna have this
I
fight?
didn't feel a need to go
live
back
on air?
and find
the
it.
streets are whack.
The streets
If
are
you're
whack
telling
and
me they're
ill-informed. The streets are ill-informed.
I'll give it a go, because I also do the opposite to your credit, Sarah, where there was that Final Fantasy game where you're like, it's not that good, and I'm like, I think it's pretty solid so far, but Sarah said it sucks, so I'm not gonna finish it. So it cuts both ways, Sarah.
What was that? That's like all the Final Fantasy games for me personally.
Oh my gosh, it was the one with Clive, right? And they like,
Oh, yeah.
there's that rock scene or something. Yeah, you're like, you don't need to do this, and I'm like, okay. Sarah said I don't have to play it, so I'm not gonna finish it.
Sarah's word is law, but Sarah, Twilight
Yeah.
Princess is one of the best Zeldas, right?
Well, we weren't friends when Twilight Princess came out. I didn't know that you existed.
but now that
That's
we're
why I
all really
played it.
good friends, can I force you to play that game? And you'll say it's
I
so
think
good.
we could,
Haley, you're
we
right.
we could do a cultural exchange. I'm willing to dance if you want to put some money
okay.
on the table.
I could
make
dance.
you play something. I play something that you think's good. We both kind of lie to each other when we come back together to talk about
Yeah.
it. I can do that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Why not?
Haley, I think I'm in debt right now because you played Yakuza 7.
Oh yeah. Because
when
I
I told you
because
to,
I trusted
so-
you so much, and you were right.
Yeah, you were trying to play Infinite Wealth, and I was like, no, you have to play the other one first. I'm
And
sorry.
Ben said, "Don't
think
listen
we're
to
all in
Kelsey,"
debt.
and I said, "I'm listening to Kelsey," and Kelsey was empirically correct. And I'm glad I
So
listened to Kelsey.
I am in debt to you, so I guess I need to play Twilight Princess.
Oh my God, yes, I will. I talked to you
Twilight
guys
Princess
about it
spoiler
forever.
cast.
I just spoiled.
Spoilers,
I
she's
just
hot, I
spoiled
guess.
the whole
What?
thing for you. I know it sucks.
But it's the experience, though. Like you don't need to know that.
I wish we
you
didn't
know.
show that.
Which I will say though, Kelsey, you got to play Wind Waker. That's my favorite. I also haven't played that
Wind
many
Waker.
Zeldas.
Wind Waker's great.
Oh, okay. Well, then
I
you're
played
fine. You
Wind
played.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you
See?
said Wind Waker. You've played all of them. If you played Wind Waker.
I played.
Yeah, I feel like
Wind
we
Waker
played
and Breath of the
enough.
Wild are the only Zelda games that exist. I think we need to stop acting like there's other
Don't
games.
you love Spirit
There are
Tracks?
two Zelda games.
Don't you love Spirit Tracks, Janet?
No, I've never played Spirit Tracks. I love Minish Cap.
Oh, Minish Cap.
Oh,
They're slightly interchangeable, those two for me.
Yeah,
I
is
want
the
more
hat, the
Toon
hat
Link.
talks.
Yeah, I love Toon Link.
more to
We gotta play 4 Swords together because there's 4
We did
of
play 4
us.
Swords.
Oh my
And I
god!
never played it. Everyone get their Nintendo
We can play it
3DSs,
with our
right?
Switch 2 with our Piranha Plant cameras. Switch 2, Piranha Plant, webcam. Let's get this set up.
Do you guys
Yeah.
think I have to tell Leo to add a disclaimer that I spoiled Twilight Princess, or is that game 20 years old and I'm okay?
You don't have
I think
to.
it's 20 years old.
Yeah,
I
and
think
you
it's
have the
fine.
spoiler warning on the thing so people can scrub if they want to.
I
so.
did. I didn't really do that for Twilight Princess. I did it for Inside, a very small indie game that less people would care about than a big Zelda.
If
but
you-
that
If
game's 20
people
years
wanted to play
old.
Twilight Princess, they would have. I didn't want to, and I didn't, and that's why I hadn't played it.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
finding out that Midna turns into a hot lady make you want to play it more?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it made me want to play it more.
Only, but you said it's at like the last 5 seconds of the game. That's not very exciting.
Maybe I'm lying.
It's around the conclusion.
It's like there's
I'm tired
there's some
of
cutscenes
The
after that.
I'll just say it. I'm tired of the transformations in Zelda. I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy being lied to. Okay, all right.
What are you referencing?
I'm tired of people. I think we all know what I'm referencing for the. I don't want. Do we spoil more Zelda games? How many Zelda games can we spoil in this podcast?
Which one? Are we doing Wind Waker now?
Spoilers for Wind Waker. Okay, yeah, like where it's like, oh,
Okay.
the Tetra is Zelda.
Yeah, that was
And I
super
was like,
stupid.
this sucks. I hate this.
That did suck.
Stop
I
making
like
people
Tetris so
other
much
people.
more than Zelda.
I'm tired of everybody being someone else. Just be
I
who
know.
you
You did
Fall
are.
for it though.
Everyone
as a
is
kid.
someone else, and yet everyone is Link and Zelda. Like, that's what always
Yeah.
happens in those freaking games.
Tired. I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of it, Grandpa.
Haley, what's your weirdo inside share? For
So-
the-
Oh yeah, this has been on the screen for a while. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, sorry.
staring at it,
This
yeah.
is $375. It's the inside collector's edition from IM8-bit, sold out. So you can't even get it. Does that make you want it more? Probably. So it comes with
No.
some little, yeah, it does. It comes with some little art and a little baby boy all wrapped up naked or something. I don't know what that's about. Physical version of the game. But what everyone really wants is this beautiful figure. So as I mentioned earlier, spoilers for Inside. I left this on the entire time. So if someone was going to skip, now they had to skip this whole section. I just thought of that. That sucks. I'm sorry. But it's this, at the very end of that game, you become a lumpy mass of feet and legs. And it's just like a horrible thing to look at. It kind of moves like, you know, in McDonald's, like documentaries, they show what the chicken nugget paste looks like before they fry it. It kind of looks like the chicken nugget paste with a bunch of legs attached, audio listeners. And it's just on this stand and it's so ugly. And I always think, who has this in their house sitting on a shelf? And how do you explain this to like your grandma who comes over?
You buried the lead, Haley. It's made by a company that specializes in sex toys. So
Oh
it's
my
very
God.
fleshy.
Wait,
Yes,
wait.
It's
What? Wait, Bad Dragon?
that figure. I don't know what. Did you have that on the top of your head?
How did you know that?
Which one? So I can avoid it. Which one?
Sarah,
Yeah, how do you
never
spell
said
that?
The name of the sex toy company. You know. No, here.
Wait, which one?
Yeah, no, I have to look it up, which is gonna be tough to look up. But it is
Oh
genuinely,
my
and
God, what
it's
is
got
this
like this
company?
fleshy, and it's got this fleshiness to it, and that was like the big,
dropped
that was the big
that.
shtick. And we got this in the IGN office. We bought it for the office, and I like squeezed it, and yeah, it like feels like super freaky deaky. You know, it's like a whole little thing. So, yeah, I don't know. It kind of eats, to be honest. I kind of rock with it. I gotta be honest.
There's
But, I'm
Minecraft
trying to get the name of
dildos.
it.
There's Minecraft dildos. They're called mine shafts.
Talking about? What is
Is it from the same company?
Yeah, it's from Bad Dragon. The company Sarah knew off the top of her head. There
Right,
are
it's not Bad Dragon.
There are
It's for this
creeper
company, but-
fleshlights and there are Minecraft dildos.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Specifically, not a sex toy company, a sex doll company, I believe. It's called Real Doll. Is the name of
Oh
the company?
god, that also sounds
Hey,
scary.
Real Doll's not.
Yeah.
Real Doll's not like totally sex dolly. They're only a little adjacent. Oh, I'm
Why do you
crying.
know all of this already?
Why do you know why don't you know?
Oh, don't you guys go on the internet, guys?
The audio spikes so loud. That's so funny.
Also, this is about time to mention that I got the baby here.
Sarah, do you want to be a plain guy or do you want to be whatever this is?
I'll have to ask Isaiah where,
Take-
I have to ask Isaiah where he got this from.
He's so pale.
Where
Is
was
he
the
a-
baby
He needs some
located?
milk. He's so pale.
the
It
baby.
matches your outfit.
This is me and my white Death Stranding baby. Don't ask about it. It's really
Is that
rude
like
of you to
okay?
ask, actually.
I've never had a baby before, but is that like real? That's like realistic size, right?
I've never had a
Is
baby
it?
before.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
I need
yak
the
about
baby.
your
Vomit.
Eh.
Janet, hold the baby up. I need to. How old do you think that baby is?
I'm sending you guys a screenshot.
Not born.
I don't know.
That's an unborn baby.
A Republican might know how old this baby is, but I don't.
Oh no, I closed it all.
I want to say, I don't know. It's not ready to be born yet. I don't think. I'm gonna say
I think
8
the
months?
babies
It's
are
pretty-
like
very
pretty
big.
far in gestation in the game.
yeah. It's like you got like an eye and everything, a head, and you can see that. Maybe it is like ready to pop. It's too small though. It's not a healthy.
Ready to
How
pop.
healthy
Is my
baby
camera
is
frozen?
in this?
yeah. Hang on a sec.
Unfreeze my
Haley.
camera for the love of God.
Okay.
It's
Mine
not freeze,
too.
though.
It's a very good freeze though.
How about now? Why is it doing that just for you two? What the hell?
Can you click? Do you have to click on our Discord cameras? Are we buried?
Yeah, maybe. What the hell? It just wants to freeze only you two. Okay, let me do this really quick.
That's such a good freeze frame. Though.
There we go. Sarah's fixed, and here comes Kelsey. Kelsey looks like she's having a great time. There we go.
Okay, back to the baby.
Back to the baby. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. I'm gonna leave all that nonsense editing in because that was funny. So backstage pass vibes for what just
Okay,
happened there.
so where the baby was. It was in our room, like on the wall shelf that I thought with the games and stuff. We have small floating shelves near the top of our room that have like stacks of just old video games, like PS4 games, PS3 games, like just random stuff. Yeah.
I feel like the baby should be nowhere near the bed.
I cannot believe the baby's in your room.
Yeah, but it's like really high up. Like you can't see it all the way
weird,
up
like
there.
fertility totem.
It could just see even more if he's high up. That's likely worse.
You cannot have the Death Stranding baby in your bedroom.
Look, when you have an apartment, you don't have a lot of space. Where am I going to put it? I don't have the space. I don't have the space to be putting only like things that make sense in my room. Like my room also has a 3D printer. It has like random just stuff on the upper shelf. But yeah, like that's just like that's where it was. You asked me where it was. I didn't know that was.
Yeah,
that was not
being
a judge.
And I so
truthful.
appreciate that.
You're being honest.
Yeah, I so appreciate that.
Now I know how Sarah felt a few minutes ago. It's not nice being judged, actually. Never mind. Now that it's about me, I don't like it anymore, actually. It's not fun.
Sarah laughs at my hat. She laughs at your baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to learn she has an alarm
She's a
in
hater.
her bedroom, too.
No, I do not have an alarmo. I do have this baby. You're not going to, just don't look at it. I got a lot of stuff in my room that I wish I didn't have. We have like all these like, we have like those movie posters, those scratch off movie posters where it's like, how many of this type of movie have you seen? It's not a really like aesthetic space, but it's the space that I have.
That's fair. Now that you realize there's a baby in your room, are you going to keep him there? Is the big question.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. She doesn't
Close
care.
your eyes and go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
How can I sleep? How can I sleep with the Death Stranding baby? looking at me?
Does
He's
it
not
make
looking at you.
noises?
He's
Nah, it doesn't make noises. It has a little keychain of the little astronaut man.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Are there batteries in it now?
whatever.
Can you turn the light on?
No, I don't think I can. I don't think the batteries are in there now.
You don't keep that sucker
Flip to
juiced
toggle.
up?
I think you can open the case cover, maybe? It says flip up toggle to open case cover. I don't know what's
Oh
going
my
on there.
I
God.
don't want you to get the baby out.
Can you attach that to one of your
This is getting
backpacks
worse.
and wear that unironically on your backpack?
Oh, hold on. I think I can get it to flip open.
Talk about a la baby or la boo boo or whatever. She could
Oh.
attach that to a Birkin. That would be insane.
Never mind. It's like screwed in, but
Oh, you need a
Yeah.
screwdriver.
I think so. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, Death Stranding 2 already now. I never actually finished one. I played like 4 hours, which means I played like 2 seconds of gameplay because it was mostly cutscenes.
I love that you
I
don't play
know
it with
what's
the
going
baby.
on. No. When you merge a life with somebody, sometimes you end up with this baby. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, sometimes when you merge your life with someone, you do end up with a baby.
Yeah, like what was
that's
saying,
the
get rid of your
truest
baby
thing
because that
ever
wasn't my
said.
baby. I got a cat too. I got cool things as well, but I also got this baby. I don't know. It's not all.
A little
It's
baby.
not all sunshine and rainbows. But yeah,
That's
he's
like
not
after
hurting
all of
anybody.
this-
It's the closest
I have such
millennials
a
get to having a
resentment.
baby.
The Death Stranding baby. I have such a resentment for like collector's edition things. I say in front of my Baldur's Gate 3 and Undertale collector's edition things. Like, I feel like the stuff that they come with is never good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it.
There's never been a collector's edition where everything's good. Mm-hmm. There's never once been.
It's like a steel case. What are you gonna do with that?
I think the only collector's edition where I've liked everything in it, and this is like a weird deep cut, but I got a Japanese collector's edition of Tales of Hearts R on the Vita, and that comes with a Vita charging stand that's branded and like really convenient and just has a nice little Tales of Hearts R thing, and then a really nice Vita case, and that's it.
Nice. The practical collector's edition. Unlike Insides with the fleshlight statue or whatever that company was that Sarah knew. Did you see the pic I dropped in Pew Pew Bang Chat, by the way?
No.
Can you go look at
Awful.
it?
Don't look at it.
Can you go look at it?
I don't think that's licensed.
I don't think it's licensed either.
I'm gonna go off on a limb and say that those are not licensed.
Those are not licensed products on the Bad Dragon website homepage. Don't go look. Don't go look. Don't Google it right now.
So, Haley, what's the legal implications of that?
Yeah, can they sue?
Yeah. So, of course they could. So, licensing. Let's use this as a little anecdote example. Bad Dragon does not have the licensing rights to Minecraft. They would be facing possibly 2 issues. Minecraft's trademark, which is the name you use to distinguish yourself in the marketplace. That's very different from copyright, but also the copyright of Minecraft, because those dildos and fleshlights have a lot of resemblance to the textures and art of Minecraft. So they try to skirt around the Minecraft trademark by calling them mine shaft. While clever, could still get them in hot water because it's not the exact lettering doesn't mean there could be confusion. So there's a little bit of a risk there. And secondly, the art assets, you could even argue that simply the look of the way that the texture on those mine shafts appear is too resembling of the assets in Minecraft.
This has to be the most serious conversation anyone's ever had about this website.
And therefore, they could argue that the copyright infringement is occurring with the way that these products look. Just glancing at these products again, they were also using iconography around the marketing of this product, aka they have Minecraft looking cubes around it. And then the mine shaft logo also looks the same as the Minecraft logo, but obviously has different lettering, but I don't think that's going to be helping them. The other thing is that we could think about is damage to reputation, which companies that market towards children tend to have stronger arguments for protections because children shouldn't be seeing things like this. And if their target audience is children, it would be easier for them to get injunctions to stop the sale of these kind of items because it's ultimately very damaging to their brand reputation, which is child friendly. Whether or not they go after this, who knows? So you should get your pre-orders in now. They're going until April 7th, 2025.
So then it'll be too late. You should have done it already. If you're hearing this.
I wish I could show this screenshot for 1 second, but I truly am telling you, I cannot. I cannot show you the screenshot. All I will say is that I didn't know cubes could have veins. And that's all I'll say.
Are you familiar with this? This is actually extremely related. Are you guys familiar with Super Hornio Brothers?
No.
No. Cannot
So
say I'm
this-
familiar.
I can't say I'm familiar.
Googling right now.
Googling.
You know, this is
Hornio.
a porn parody that was released in 1993, and this was actually a case where Nintendo, I guess, decided it would just be easiest to purchase the rights and stop the distribution rather than try to actually fight this. They were
That's
just like,
fascinating.
"No
In
one
their
is-"
portfolio?
Yeah, Nintendo owns this,
Like,
straight up.
So like it says like in their portfolio, it's like Super Hornio Bros.
I mean, I don't know what portfolio is looking at this. Like the lawyers
Licensing.
probably have
Yeah, like
it.
their
They're
trademarks or
LinkedIn.
licensing.
Do you think
I
they've
don't think
tried
they
to...
want this.
Do you think they've also tried to purchase Strokemon? The Poke... Because that also exists,
Sorry.
I'm seeing from this Google. That's really fascinating because if we think about this from the legal side, to get your minds out of the gutters, ladies, is that they were likely relying on the parody defense to copyright, which is like actually a solid defense. So I bet Nintendo was like, we would lose and they would get to keep selling this, so let's buy it, which is like, that's great. That they
this
took
is
an
like-
L on that. That's so
This is
funny.
like from an era to like now it's just, you know, we've got like AI porn and whatever, and like you just simply cannot cut off people from making porn at this point. Like it's just it's
They're gonna do it.
way past containment. But in the early 90s, these were like real people actually recording this and having to like put it on a VHS or whatever. So like you theoretically can just completely stop it by doing this. So I mean it worked then. It wouldn't work now.
Oh my gosh, that's so fantastic. How did you know about that, Kelsey? Late night
don't know.
Googles?
History.
You can't just say it's history.
history.
It's just a little history, I know.
History.
Do you have a copy of the VHS in your collection?
I'm watching for the history, you know, like,
I actually
the old argument.
I'm watching for the history. Is so funny. But yeah, that's licensing is interesting. Boys and girls, it's you need to have your licenses before you make merch. Don't go out there and spend a bunch of money on merch. I'm looking at you, at people on Etsy making Kirby hoodies and stuff. If you invest a ton of money,
Isn't that who literally made our shirts right now? Our Yakuza shirts.
Y'all,
Oh,
They didn't have
100%.
yeah.
licensing.
everyone had a shirt
Oh, yeah.
party without me.
sorry, Jan.
Yakuza
That was
shirts.
mean of
Yeah.
us. I feel bad.
Yeah, this was very mean girl of us. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. Honestly, I think Sarah got the worst in this episode, so I'm okay. It could be worse.
Audio
It could always be
listeners, me and Sarah and Janet all have what would you call this
Kelsey.
style of shirt? Oh, Kelsey, sorry. Oh, now I'm rubbing it in. I'm being such a bee about it. My bad. We have these. It's like the Three Wolves Howling kind of
they're
shirt.
like-
Yeah.
They're also like
Fantastic.
hood mall shirts.
Hood mall.
Go to
Yes.
like a certain kind of mall. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like that kind of. It's almost like it's giving like the It doesn't have this, but it's reminiscent of like that spray text. It's like those big text kind of letter things. Yeah, really popular for like random one-offs lately. Like a lot of people will have like, oh, it's my 8 pictures of my girlfriend and it has like her name on it or whatever. Or like, oh, it's my dog and it's like 8 pictures of the dog.
Yeah.
In this case, it's like Majima and other people.
Yeah. I have Ichiban. Kelsey has Kiryu, and Sarah has Majima. Now, we wanted to include you in these shirts, so you get to decide who is best boy. We've obviously all chosen our boys, but Janet gets to finally decide and break the tie, and whatever Janet says is true.
This is everyone. These are everyone's boys.
We all have our own boy. So which one is best
These
boy?
are
We
boys.
would share boys though.
Oh,
Like
the
these boys
boys?
are not off limits.
We could
you know?
switch swap. We could hot swap the boys for like an afternoon.
Wait, so you have it's Kiryu, Majima, and who else?
and Ichiban. What do you mean?
But also like other
Now
numbers
I know I'm
that
not
are on
gonna-
the table for this.
True. I would love if you had a fourth that you like the most, because then we could find him a shirt and you could have your own unique choice.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I'm just gonna go with
yeah.
y'all's 3 'cause it's just easier. There's too many people in these games.
That's
I'm going with Majima. I'm going with
Oh,
Majima. Ichiban, too sweet. I'm over it.
I love him.
And then Kiryu, I just don't know as
sweet.
well.
That's
Majima,
crazy.
I don't know
yeah,
as well
'cause-
either. But you don't have to know Majima.
Exactly.
To
Interesting.
look at him
got
is to know
aura.
him.
He does
Yeah,
have aura.
exactly. So
See,
yeah, that's Majima.
I thought you were gonna
Me
say
and Sarah-
Kiryu. I picked you.
The
yeah,
Majima
just Kiryu,
Sephiroth
girl.
alignment chart. Yeah,
Exactly.
So
It's true. Yeah, it's true. We should have known better.
yeah.
If a real life
like,
man
I'll-
had an eye patch, would
Like
you
I'll
guys
have
be
what
into it?
Sarah's having. You know.
Be
Not
honest.
for the eye patch alone.
But
The eye patch isn't what makes him him. He's him, and then he has an eye
Does
patch.
the
on.
rest of the man look like Majima?
Yeah, exactly.
yes. No,
Okay,
it looks
yes.
like
Oh,
a
yeah.
guy named Chad, and he
Then
just has an
no,
eye
no.
patch. Then no.
Hell no.
Does the eye patch come with like 6-pack abs?
Yeah.
And a
Yes.
chaotic
And
good
tattoos?
attitude?
In a chaotic
tattoos?
good.
Then
Yes. Then yes.
Then yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna find a boy with an eye patch for you. I'm on the lookout. You hear that?
With 6-pack abs. Tattoos and a chaotic good attitude.
Mostly the eye patch.
I'm looking for someone. If I need to do the, if you look like this, DM me on our like blue sky. I'll put that up.
but just Majima.
It's just Majima.
Yeah, just watch it. If you look like
You
this,
cannot
DM
go
me.
up to people with eye patches and be like, hold on, let me take a photo for my friend.
They might
I
be
need to see if
flattered.
she's into you.
They might be flattered. Say I have a really cute friend who wants to see what you look like. Can I take a pic? I bet you 9 times out of 10, any man on this planet Earth will go, sure. Okay.
That's true. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Haley's right. Haley's right. We should play Twilight Princess. I don't know.
Yes. Because when we hit on
Okay, I'm
them,
talk-
there's no underlying theme of violence. There's no underlying threat of violence when we hit on men. So that it's fun for them. They
It's just
love
fun,
a
yeah.
little hit on. For us, it's scary.
It.
A little hit on. Is that right to say it that way?
We'll get on.
They love a little hit on. They get all excited. They're pepping their step after.
All right, Haley, I just
Oh,
sent
man.
you something. I want to talk about the most chaotic piece of merch in the world. Maybe not in the world. I just really
world.
like how stupid this is. So you guys remember E3, that whole thing?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that at one point. E3 has had some of the most insane merch that makes no sense that I have I went a few years and I bought this cape.
A cape.
A cape that says E3 Super Gamer, and I did this very dramatic
Is this the
pose at a
license?
window. They sold this at the E3 official merch booth.
Kelsey, I didn't know this was a photo of you. I thought this was a model.
I thought that was a model too,
thank you.
Kelsey.
Wow.
model
thank
that got
you.
to wear the cape.
Wow.
I thought that was a model.
I thought that was a
just like-
stock image. That
Wow,
is
it's just like
insane.
me. 21.
You should be on the website showing off the
Wow.
merch.
Thank you.
That's wild.
Here's-
What a pull.
Here's what sucks. I cannot find this.
Aww.
I want this stupid cape more than anything, but I want this more. I also lost this. This is a bag also from the E3 store. It's a makeup bag that says this bag contains my gamer face. E3.
What? What does that mean?
I
Says,
don't
I
know.
don't wear makeup when I game.
And that's why I love it. What is a gamer face?
What does it mean?
What does it say?
Someone said game face. That's something, right? So what if gamer
Yeah.
face? That is exactly that's where the
That's
thought
probably the
started and
joke.
where it ended.
This is
If
so
you bang listeners, if one of you guys has this bag, there's no amount of money I will not pay
What?
to have this again. I think this is so funny. I really want this stupid bag
I feel like
again.
I don't even get it to know why it's funny. Like I don't even get it to know why it doesn't make sense funny. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's like that
okay,
level of confusion.
Maybe you just had to like be in this very strange E3 merch store where just the entire store was nothing but like E3 2019 hype, like, and that's
Yeah.
the shirt.
Okay.
And
The E3 merch gives it very much like local state fair.
Interesting.
yes, that's exactly what it is. It's state fair vibes, but E3 is like a big professional event that we were all supposed to be
Yeah.
professionals at.
E3 shirts are
'Cause,
selling
like
on
the
eBay.
GDC merch, Haley, that we saw was like kind of cute, kind of classy. They had a lot of
Yeah.
options. The E3 merch was just like, I went to E3 2014. Like I
Yeah.
was at E3.
Yes,
like,
literally.
Yeah, E3. I want to believe like it's bad.
There's also
I think-
yeah, I was at
Yes.
E3 2017.
This is what
Yeah,
I'm
that was
saying.
the iconic one. That was the one I remember seeing a lot.
Oh look, yeah, this is
It's
sort
The
of
real reason E3 died, the merch was just that bad.
awesome gamer.
Awesome gamer with an arrow.
Wow. I'd tap
real.
that with a bunch
Not
of controllers.
that I tap that with the controllers. Do not come within
I-
50 feet of me if you're wearing that.
I need to reiterate, this is an industry professional event.
Yeah.
Real quick.
This is
Sarah.
the event where like you only go if you are an industry professional, and this is the merch they're selling is some pictures of controllers that say I'd tap that are definitely not licensed, even though the companies are right there.
Yeah.
The company's CEOs are right there of these like billion-dollar corporations. And this is what you're selling.
I tap that.
Okay, Sarah,
E3 Super Gamer.
this
all
is
I'm
like a
saying.
game that we play sometimes called Make It Whack, where you take a good scenario and then you make it whack somehow, and then you see if you still like are down for the scenario. Majima, but he has this shirt on. Yeah, I tapped that shirt.
Would you
With
tap-
controllers.
Should I still smash? Ah!
It stays on. It stays on.
And he leaves it on.
So you can't
he
even
leaves
see
it
the
on.
ab. You can't even see the abs.
It's not ironic.
Ugh.
It's not ironic. He bought
No.
this like
Okay,
because
you know
he was
what?
like, that's a
No.
funny, good shirt.
No.
Wow.
No. That actually changes a lot.
Are you sure? What if it's laundry day?
Maybe
He's like,
he
you know
just,
what?
Like, yeah,
I'm
maybe
kind
it's
of-
laundry day. Maybe like he got blood on his shirt. He needed a new shirt, but I don't know.
No, he loves it. He went to E3 and bought it.
If it's unironically and he thinks it's funny, I don't care.
You'd still smash.
It makes you from a 10 to a 1.
But you'd still smash.
Immediately.
But you'd still smash.
No, I took it back. I take it back.
No, I think you would still
Pass.
would. I think you still would.
Really?
I think you would. Majima merch. Majima. I think you would smash. Oh, so you need this, Sarah. Look at this. Audio listeners, I
Yes.
found a shirtless
Look
figure
at
of
those hot,
Majima.
the hot statues. The
Hot
hot
s-
statue industry is very successful.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah. This one has a good butt on it. What about this one, Sarah?
One second.
She's got to leave. She's really upset.
I'm not. I need to get something if this is what we're discussing.
And
my
what
God.
do you need to go get?
Does she have a Majima statue? There's a lot of shirtless Majima statues. There's like 5 different variants I'm seeing alone.
Okay, I need to preface this with the fact that I did not buy this for myself.
Oh my God.
Somebody bought this for me. Okay, do not put me on the Zoom and camera.
I'm gonna. Okay, sure.
It's too late. I did not buy this. Somebody bought this for me. Okay?
Okay.
But it does live in my house, and I don't have the heart to get rid of it. But it's a Majima Pex mouse.
Wow.
Squeeze them. Can you squeeze them for us?
They're squishy.
I'm weak. There's no nipples though.
It's moments like these where I'm like, I am no better than a man. Maybe he's got nipples, so just off to the side a little bit.
Why are they tucked into
nipples.
his armpit? That's not where
I don't
nipples
know.
are. Just so that you
I
don't have
didn't
to.
make it. I own it.
I think you made that. I think you got that custom made. Have you ever used it? Be honest, even just to test to see if it
No.
feels good on your wrist.
Well, no.
No one would blame you if you did.
I can't
not too
make
late.
eye contact with it. I can't.
Is the
He's so
face
happy in that
the
photo.
face
Cover
art
his eyes.
isn't the best. He looks kind of creepy.
No, it's like custom art though.
Yeah.
Not licensed, probably.
No, I don't think RGG licensed
No,
that
there's
out.
no way it's nice and too.
But I also could see them doing that. It
Yeah.
would probably
Should.
be successful. I don't.
It would be.
That's definitely not licensed, but they could. They could do that.
Doing the zoom on Sarah for shame for 5 whole seconds.
Stop!
This is the shame camera. 1, 2,
Take
3,
me out!
4, 5. All right, you're free.
Why did Haley make a shame
Janet
camera in
has
the
a
OBS?
baby.
Are you questioning the shame camera? Shame camera, Janet? Shame camera. Shame camera for Janet for 5 seconds.
No.
All right,
I'm
you're
being
free.
quiet.
Oh, she hit.
Don't hide behind the baby.
Baby.
I'll give myself shame camera. You know what? I'll give myself shame
God
camera
forbid
for the
someone's
mine
an
shaft
innocent
stuff.
soul, you know?
I earned this. I get 5 seconds of shame camera for the mine shaft stuff. Sorry, everybody.
Honestly, you really feel it when you're in there. You don't think it's gonna be
We
like,
need
oh,
to
what's the
turn,
difference?
like-
It's just like big.
Yeah.
No,
We
I
need to
felt
turn the
it.
shame camera into like the prison corner or like the shame corner.
is that
Put
the-
a little dunce
wait, hold
cap
on.
on it?
Yeah.
Is that the camera that Nintendo's selling with the Switch 2? The Nintendo shame
Yeah.
camera?
The piranha cam.
The piranha shame camera.
All right, Haley, I prepared so much for this episode, and we're like an hour and 30 minutes in, and
Let's
we haven't talked about any
go!
of the stuff I
Oh my
prepared.
god.
I'm ready.
Haley, let's rapid fire through some stuff real quick. Start with this Pac-Man thing that I sent you.
All right. Rapid fire time.
Rapid fire.
Where is the Pac-Man thing?
I sent it to you on Slack. I sent you like
Oh,
six
oops.
images
Oh.
on Slack.
Oh my god.
This is not very rapid, Haley.
Hey, it's really confusing. Hard to do. This is a cute shirt. Oop.
But did you read it?
Oh gosh, what does it say? It's
He
like
is
small
so this-
font, so.
He is essentially what he believes.
Yeah, Pac-Man. He is essentially what he believes.
What does
That's
that-
beautiful.
What does that mean?
What?
Isn't it beautiful
don't-
to be what you believe? Think about it.
Essentially, yeah. So this is a Japanese piece of merch ad. As you can see, it's 3,900 yen at the bottom there. So this, I can't remember who found this, but I think it was someone in Gaming Alexandria, which is a group of game historians and a Discord and everything. And this became, I don't know why this is so funny, but I think this is so funny. And someone was selling shirts for this for a while, a remake of this. But I just love Pac-Man. He is essentially what he believes.
You keep hitting me with
Nothing
these
like
like
Pac-Man getting
ethereal, this is my gamer face. He's what he believes. I'm like, what does this mean, Kelsey? I don't know what any of this means.
I am a woman of many mysteries. Well, you're going to be so much less confused by this next one, which
Okay.
is the Star Fox one I sent you.
Oh, of course.
So this is the Star Fox
Oh.
survival kit. This was a Circuit City, I believe, pre-order bonus for Star Fox Adventures. And as you can see, it comes with
As you
a
can
Jones
see.
soda and a little door tag and everything. And then also a roll of toilet paper
What the?
and an air freshener.
and an air freshener.
It has game tips on the toilet paper.
Yeah, so when you're wiping your butt, you can also read some game tips for Star Fox Adventure.
What flavor is this?
Wait, this
Fox
is so
fuel.
weird.
This is real too. This is like an
Apple, something
actual
Apple lime.
It's Heineken
green
flavored,
apple.
Actually.
Green apple.
green apple.
lime.
You can tell this came out during like the era of like the overly like sexualized game commercials and marketing because it's like
What about this is sexualized?
it's just like
What's
it's just
the-
that,
what's
like
the door
that
thing
like
say?
like the bro humor, right? Like
Oh.
the soda, the air freshener, the toilet paper, and then like a sign to put on your door so your mom doesn't bother you.
Cause you're gonna poop? Is the joke? Is refueling? Is this the underlying joke
It's a
of this?
survival kit, so like maybe like you run out of toilet paper.
And you're gonna poop
Now you got
yourself.
Star Fox.
Yeah, I think it's like
Yeah.
you're playing for so long that it's like
You poopy
this is everything you're
yourself.
gonna need to survive. You're gonna put something on the door. You're gonna
Yourself.
Yourself.
and you're gonna be drinking the fox fuel to like water it all down. I don't know.
Water it all down. Use it as a bidet. Apple green
I feel like
lime.
the Jones soda is so like out of left field because like Jones soda from what I remember, like we're always really good. And they
Yeah,
always
Jones Soda's
sell
yummy.
more local. So like, what are you doing here, Jones Soda?
Also,
They saw their opportunity. They took it, you know?
how could they think, like, shipping out soda seems crazy risky. Like, a bunch of those definitely broke and got all over the toilet paper before you could
And
use
also
it.
that-
Toilet
you got
paper's
some
wrapped in
good-
plastic.
Yeah,
Oh.
the toilet paper's good padding. It's basically bubble wrap, you know?
That's true. All right, Rat, what's the next one you'd like for us?
Okay.
These are crazy.
All right, there's one that's like, it looks like a little like article that's got an Atari
Yeah.
shirt on. Oh, that one too. We can start with this one. This is fine. Okay. So, I really I think internal merch is really fun. Just because game companies are always so opaque, you know? Like
Yeah.
they're just so the internal merch, especially for something like a Nintendo that just tends to be like you think of them as a very like uptight company and everything. So, okay. Do you guys know what a Nintendo gameplay counselor was?
Oh, the people on the
Yes.
phones?
Did you call them?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, in the
Hotlines?
late 80s and the 90s and stuff, Nintendo had this hotline you could call. You can get help in your video games, and these guys were often like 18 to 25-year-old kids, and they were hired to be good at video games and good at like explaining them to people, right? So they actually got a lot of exclusive merch, and I thought I sent you another photo of this, but maybe I didn't. We'll show it later. I have a friend who runs a nonprofit called the Interactive Art Collection, and he's collected like a lot of this internal stuff, especially from Nintendo gameplay counselors. This in particular is the I Survived Dragon Warrior. The lady in this image is actually like a warehouse worker. There were like multiple I Survived Dragon Warrior internal pieces of merch. So to give some context for this, Dragon Quest, obviously big phenomenon in Japan. Everyone was playing it. So Minoru Arakawa wanted to he was like, hey, we could get, people in America to maybe like this game too. He's the CEO of Nintendo of America at the time. So he was like, we got to get these Westerners into Dragon Quest, into RPGs. Everyone's playing it in Japan. So he had them mail a copy of Dragon Warrior to every single subscriber to Nintendo Power.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
Yes, it's millions of copies of this game. So this lady's wearing an I Survived the 1990 Dragon Warrior. Yeah, what is it? 9 million pieces?
Oh my god. They had
So
to
the people
mail.
who worked in the mailroom. They had to
I need to
mail.
add that and all I got was this shirt.
Yeah, that's.
I bet that's on the back.
Yeah. So it was apparently just like absolute hell. So mailing was one thing, but then people hadn't really played JRPGs, and this was a very imagine having no context and no internet, and you're dropped into an old school RPG for the first time. That is a very confusing, so they were also getting calls off the hook, the Nintendo gameplay counselors. And so there's a pin. I swear I sent this to you. I'm sorry. I gotta find this now. But there's a pin that was sent that all the gameplay counselors got too. That's like a person on fire, basically. That's like I survived Dragon Warrior.
Oh my gosh. And I bet they
see if
were
I can
like,
find it
you need to
again.
give me a raise actually, because that was
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's so funny. And I bet
I'll
those
have to
pins would
find
be
this
so
later.
expensive now. How much would you pay for that little pin to have in your collection?
I have no idea.
That'd be fun.
I haven't seen one for sale, but they've got to be out there somewhere. I mean, like I said, my friend Stefan, who runs the Interactive Art Collective, he's got one of the pins, but I don't know that I've ever seen another one. And I've never seen this shirt show up, and I really want this shirt.
Look at them all wearing it. What a collection of baddies.
Yeah.
Look how many women were on this team. That's fun.
Yeah.
John Powers, Bill Beaker. These are all such 80s names. Bill Beaker, Nancy Whitty.
Yeah, Nancy.
Yeah, there's lots of Nancy's and
Yeah.
Jans. Yeah.
Wayne
Lisa's.
Nordstrom. What are these people up to now? 9 million is
Not thinking about
crazy.
thinking about the 9 million games they had to ship out in 1990.
Good lord. Doesn't this look like I'm running a microfiche at the library or something, the way this is?
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I love microfiche.
Me too.
I wish that was still like a thing that mattered in any way.
I know.
Yeah.
No one does research with microfiche anymore.
Nintendo's news. All right, that's insane. You're pulling the crazy lore.
I'm trying to pull some cool stuff.
What's this one?
Okay, so this is a shirt that says "Just another high-strung prima donna." That all of the Atari engineers wore. Do you guys know who Ray Kassar is? He was, well, I guess it says right there. He was the president of Atari at the time. And he, like, super interesting guy, by the way. Like, encourage looking up his story and everything, because he was like a Burlington coat factory guy before joining Atari. But anyways, Atari was in trouble at this point. They had been bought by Warner Communications, and so they were like, we got to bring in this like East Coast, hardcore businessman guy, and that's Ray Kassar. So when he came in, he was not really well liked by any of the engineers, because he was very, Atari's kind of a West Coast company, and I say this very lovingly and endearingly, but like mostly staffed by very smart potheads. It was a lot of the people making the games were very in that
prima donnas.
It's the 70s, right? And so they were making all these games. Obviously, Atari was wildly successful, but they were running into some problems. And part of it was that the engineers and Ray Kassar were butting heads. They were like, hey, we're making you guys all this money. We're the creative geniuses. We're basically like the recording artists, like if you think of this like a record label or something, like we're the geniuses making these games, making you all of this money, so we should be paid more money. And Ray Kassar, apparently he has apologized for this, way later or whatever, but he was like, he apparently called them all high-strung prima donnas for wanting more money and for thinking that they were worth something to the company. And so they all made these shirts that said "Just another high-strung prima donna." And a few years ago, a bunch of old Atari people had like a big reunion, and they made new shirts for this. So
that's cool.
There was another crop of high-strung prima donna shirts with a lot of ex-Atari people wearing it. So I love this stupid shirt, and I love this concept.
I love that it wasn't the company that made it, but the employees for this one. They're just like pissed off. Did they all wear it passive aggressively to work, and he had to be like, ooh,
oh yeah,
ee.
absolutely.
That's so funny.
I love dumb internal merch, and I like that extends to also, I have this stupid PlayStation 2 stapler that I'm holding up to the camera right now. I love dumb internal merch. I love like glass clocks and like I said clocks with an L, by the way.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
I love like trophies and like all these cool internal things. I just think that game companies are it's always like
love merch.
Fun. Yeah, I just love merch. Let me be honest.
Is this the trophies, the examples you have?
Yeah,
for, like,
these are some Sony trophies.
If you're a good,
cool.
little employee, you get a little trophy. Oh, imagine if we had little MinnMax trophies. That'd be fun.
I know.
We need some internal merch.
Yeah.
Here's what I hate about these trophies, though. So the coolest one is obviously the one on the left, right?
Yeah.
It's like a glass controller.
PlayStation controller, yeah, that's sick.
That's the 5-year one, and they get worse every 5 years.
Oh, what? It should be inverted.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The 10-year one is like a stack of the Sony symbols, which is like kind of cool.
I don't like how they're falling over, though.
Yeah, and then I can't remember if that's a 15 or a 20-year of service one, but it's like it's just the PlayStation logo.
Interesting. These are the kind of things that like my Sims get, and then I put them in their little office on their shelves. In the Sims, it'll be like, you got the top of the business thing, and they give you a little trophy. It's giving the Sims in the best way.
I love little trophies.
Yeah, my jobs I've ever worked never give me little trophies.
I know. I've never gotten little trophies either.
I work so hard. I never get a little trophy.
We should have internal MinnMax trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have an awards ceremony.
We should have an award show.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Good.
Not just about the games, but about us.
It's just gonna be the Dundies, basically.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ben trying to award everybody something.
The minis, the mini-maxies, the min-maxies.
The minis.
The minis.
You could win the Max
cute.
of the year or a Min of the year.
These are fun though. There's something exciting about. It's weird because this stuff, it is inherently hard to get, but there's also like something like special to it. Obviously, if you work there, it's inherently less special in the sense that it's like more mundane, like it's just part of your job or like it's a thing that you get. But from the outside looking in, I don't know. It feels, I think, just a lot more personal than like a more like purchasable piece of merch because it's like, this is the, oh my gosh, this was the stapler that like put together the pages of something in PlayStation, which sounds dumb, but like there's a real rush there. It's like, oh man, the things the stapler could tell me.
This stapler's got some stories.
The stories to tell. The stories he would tell. Yeah, there's something there.
Yeah, it's like most companies don't have like, I mean, most companies just make boring things, you know? Like you're not going to be a big fan of your pencil company or whatever, but we're all big fans of video games, so we're like, oh, that's the logo from the game that I play. I do that.
That's the toothpick that Reggie Fils-Aimé used at E3 2025. That never existed. That kind of crud.
Okay. All right. I don't want to run through a million other things of merch. I think we've talked a lot about some good merch, and so we should move on to our show and tell segment, right?
We should, as much as we could keep yapping.
Our show and tell this week, I'm very excited about, which is that we have all been tasked with coming up with cute merch ideas for Pew Pew Bang, and we will all be presenting them. And Haley, since you have everyone's, I'm going to let you choose who's going first.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Who's been the naughtiest of the episode? I think Sarah's been the naughtiest. So she's got to go first.
I want to go first.
Yours is cute. What do you mean? This will be fun. All right, I'm going to show you. Is you ready to pitch it, Sarah?
Yeah, I feel like I'm back in school doing like a project, doing a presentation.
Okay, no talking during
everybody.
Sarah's presentation, okay?
I made a Pew Pew Bang light stick.
I
You know
love
how at like
this.
K-pop shows they have light sticks? So I made us a branded Pew Pew Bang light stick.
I love this.
It is a gun. It's a gun, but it's got a star coming out of it. So in my mind, you pull the trigger and the star lights up and spins. And there's a little
love
orbit
it.
around the star.
Oh my
I
god.
love this
awesome.
so much.
So
I
I
want
made
this.
us a little light stick.
Sarah,
For our
are you
concerts.
are you like a 3D artist?
Yeah, did you render
No,
this
I-
yourself?
No. See, I'm one of those like losers who keeps trying to learn Blender, but I don't know how to do it. So this was in Photoshop.
You could have fooled me. This looks like a blender.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
A
is
Blender
Photoshop.
thing.
Great.
This is super cute.
I
It looks
learned
really
how to
cool.
do it today. I've never made like a 3D something like
That's
3D.
wild.
So we start somewhere. This is where I'm starting.
This is so
I'm
cute.
so glad I didn't do this because I did think of this for a moment because I know we talked about, we should get light sticks. Because I would be messaging Haley like, please delete my files so I can make this. Yeah, this is really cool. I love it.
I love
it's like
it.
a nice vibe, nice theme.
It's so cute.
Yeah,
It
for all of our
matches our
logos.
colors. The star is our star in our logo, which is super cute. Where would we have a sneaky logo? Where would we put the sneaky logo?
Probably
on the
on
bottom?
like the blue maybe probably or on
right
the
here?
back of it maybe.
Yeah.
corner.
Right here. Yeah.
How much do light sticks normally cost?
They're expensive.
They're expensive
official
because they're all like
Yeah.
custom molds.
Oh.
That's why normally when you like go to like
Whoa.
a show, they'll have like a pen light stick where you can like change like the paper inside out. But like the official like K-pop ones, this is like collector's level stuff.
Whoa.
I guess some of them aren't too bad. There's a BTS one that's like $40. That's like not
One's an
too bad.
apple.
Okay.
But they are like,
But yeah.
they're not like $10, you know? They're
I
like
guess
an
I
investment.
guess I always assumed these were like $10 or $15, and I was like, there's no way we can make this like these economically work. But if people are already expecting to pay
To
$40,
pay, like, 40.
Yeah, no, they're like they're like premium stuff.
wow, these are cool, and ours is the coolest one.
Yeah, ours looks way cute.
Yeah,
cooler
because
than
it's
the
a
other ones.
gun.
'Cause It's a freaking
Yeah.
It's very
gun.
like Kirby. It's a Kirby Bayonetta
Yeah.
Kirby, which is kind of like
Yeah.
our
It
logo
is.
anyway. But it's really good. I like it.
This is super
is
cute.
really good.
Thank
Sarah.
you. I spent an hour on it today.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm going next because mine, I feel like I am not trying as hard as Sarah, but I made a Pinterest board for my ideas.
I love that.
Whoa! We love
So
a Pinterest board.
let me go to I had it open, but let me go to, here it is, view board. So I think for us, I love a little dad hat action. I'm just gonna spitball some ideas and chuck them at you. This one says lemonade slut, but like ignore that. But I really just liked like the fit of this / like how it's a little worn, muted palette, like muted cute colors, and then like a bright little font. And I think if we also did a dad hat, I would want us to say something on the back like this, like a little text over the brim. I think that really elevates the dad hat. So we could have something back here, like a little cheeky quote that we say or something like that. So I think we would slay that. I think we would slay a keychain, kind of like a 2000s, like something with a game controller element, something with a, I feel like we talk a lot about like see-through game consoles. Like we could make like a keychain that's kind of like looks something like that. I also kind of vibe with, where was the other keychain stuff? Oh, there's a couple of those. Oh, this one was kind of cute. It's like, you could have like little shapes, but each shape could represent like one of us and have like something we each like. So then you have us 4 on a little keychain. I thought that was kind of cute.
That's so cute.
And then I have one of these on mine, but it's like these are pretty easy to print, and they also look cute on things. It's kind of like what they give you when you get a motel room, and it usually has the motel room number on it, but then you can put like whatever art you want on it. I think we could probably muck up a cute little one of these. Try to think of cheapy things.
I like the practical element of it as well. Yeah.
Oh, I liked these ones. Like this kind of art style. Each of us has a little character, a little guy. And then we have a little keychain.
Pal's acrylic charm.
And it could be like really a blind box where it's like you open, you see which Pew Pew Bang pal you got.
That's so good. We're the next Labubu.
Yeah, we're the next Labubu.
It all comes back to Labubu.
I imagine like the crash out when people are like, I got 5 Sarahs and I just want a Kelsey.
The 5 Sarah crash out is like, I'm gonna put 5 Sarahs on my Birkin bag and just call it a day.
And then,
especially if they're all like wearing different outfits.
Yeah, that'd be so cute, right? I feel like people would love that. And then if we ever did shirt
can we call
merch,
them Le Pew Pews? Can we call them Le Pew Pews?
Le Pew Pews?
Wait, Haley,
let's
can
get
we,
away
or
with
we
it.
get sued?
No,
okay,
we'll get away. Let's get away with it. We'll do it.
She said yes.
Okay,
we can do it.
Laura said yes.
And then if we ever did merch, I don't really have like exact art, but just vibes. Color block. Like it looks like screen printy is always a vibe.
I like that, yeah.
Cute, like undercolor, single color, like cute font that looks handwritten maybe is kind of a vibe. I also love a little stuff on the sleeve moment. I love when there's little stuff that goes along the sleeve. I know it's more expensive, but I just think shirts look more cute when they got stuff going on the sleeve. And I think we talked about this last time, but when shirts have something on the back is also always a vibe. But I don't know, like we could just like find someone to do cute art that we vibe with and then just like have our logo on it in general, like drawn out in the same style. We don't necessarily have to just have a Pew Pew Bang like shirt that's black like what Nintendo does. Yeah. Whatever. I think we could like, oh, this artist looks like the art that we like our eyeballs to look at and just like get them to make something and then make a shirt from that. I don't know. Simple like and then like vintagey style shirt.
Drops.
Yeah,
we can't make a lot of them, so we'll have to do like timed limited drops for all of our shirts and hats.
Yes, and I also love I hate when shirts you can tell that it was just made like in a factory. We had to find like a supplier that makes like, ooh, this one looks like a wider bottom, so the fit's gonna be more fun. Like a nice fit that's not just like generic. I don't know, everyday tee. Vintagey cloth, but I don't really have anything made. I'm sorry. I kind of just thought about a bunch of different things. I thought this was kind of unique.
I had the bottle opener would be cool.
Yeah. Well, these are door like I'm busy.
Oh, they're door hangers.
They're door hangers.
I'd never heard of people having merch. Exactly.
Yeah, I was like thinking about the Fox thing as well. That's cool though.
I think like a really vibey do not disturb. Like I've never seen somebody have merch like that, but that'd be such a fun thing to like get into. Like I have really cool do not disturb things for my door. Like that would I could picture like a hot girl's apartment having like a really cute do not disturb on her door or something. And I feel like that's untapped market. No one's done that. We'd feel fresh and new.
Absolutely. I like that. Cool. Those are really fun colors too. They're very bright.
Yeah. But I think overall probably the easiest, a cute shirt, a dad hat, and maybe a little keychain that we could La Boo Boo.
The keychain would be cool, yeah.
Try to do a La Boo Boo effect of it. Even if we have to.
La Pew Pew.
Oh,
La Pew Pew.
La Pew Pew. La Pew Pew.
Legally distinct La Pew Pew. Yeah.
We could call it Bang Pew Pew, and then it's even more distinct. No, everyone hates that. Everyone hated that. It was immediately. Everyone hated that.
Pew Pew.
All right, Kelsey or Janet. Who wants to go next?
I'll go first because I'm afraid of Kelsey. No.
Oh, okay. Okay, go.
Okay, Janet's next. Here's your first
mine's
image.
Just 3 slides. I started with kind of the inspo image, which it is. I took some stuff from Pinterest, but I also took some stuff from Sabrina Carpenter's merch during the short and sweet tour. She originally had a soccer cropped jersey that's short and sweet.
Cute.
And I would have gotten it, but it was a little too. The back was a little too cheesy to me because it was like Sabrina 69. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, it's sexy. I don't want a jersey that says 69 on the back. That's a little too much for me. But the idea was cool. And I liked, and I'm obviously big into soccer. So like, I am always looking to how to style soccer stuff. Kelsey, I know you're into baseball. We know this from the quiz as well. If you took the limited edition Pew Pew Bang quiz that was on Blue Sky. So I just have a picture of like some women styling jerseys in different ways. The next slide I have is crop jerseys are super cute. The next slide I have is kind of what the jerseys could generally look like.
Love that.
I didn't make these myself. I got them from like some website and then just like slapped the PNG on the top.
We need a dad hat.
We need a dad hat.
So we got the hat because I wanted to try to. I know that I believe, again, based on the quiz, that's really just like me and Kelsey that are like into soccer and baseball respectively. But Haley, you're Canadian. This is also a lore drop. We know this. So it's like hockey could be a good thing.
Yeah.
And then Sarah, I know you played tennis at one point, but I'm like, I don't think we can really do like a tennis.
From Wisconsin. That's also hockey.
I just went with like a hat. So I just went with a hat because I'm like, everyone, people can vibe with a hat. So I love
it. I love a dad hat.
I love a dad hat. I love the concept of a jersey too. I think that's really smart. That kind of goes to the ethos of the point of our podcast, right? It's like Girl Game podcast wouldn't have a jersey, and we're like, F you, we do. Like it's kind of goes against everything they expect us to do. I like that kind of like girlification of things that aren't assumed to be feminine. Yeah. And the next slide is like same deal. The colors aren't as matchy to our brand colors just because like I just used a generic thing. But it's like, okay, it could be just something where the design looks good. I think whether or not you follow sports, we've all looked at jerseys that are nice and jerseys that are ugly. So it's like just find one that has a print that feels enjoyable. So, with soccer.
I want a baseball jersey.
Certain vertical stripes are good. Yeah. And then with the baseball thing, like I really like the retro stuff, so I picked like a retro kind of cursive-y font thing, and then with the buttons you could like wear it open or not. I'm not sure what we do for the back because like the team name could be PB Bang. For the back I don't know. For the number I'm thinking we could do 25 because that was the year the podcast started, but I don't have any other ideas.
Good. Or 4
because the name could be. Or 4, like something that feels relevant to like the brand, but I'm not sure how many like numerical variations there are. The back for the name, I don't know what to do because I don't really want to do MinnMax because it's like too many brand names, but I don't want to have it be nothing. It could be nothing. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet.
You know what's cute for the numbers?
That is my idea.
Is if we could say we're only printing 99 of these and those are the numbers.
And each one.
Yeah.
I actually,
that's
I love.
That'd be fun. I got number 16. What'd you get? Oh, 22. That would make it
that's really cool.
really exclusive. Yeah. And I think we have such good colors for something like that. Like even like what you did here with the hockey jerseys. Like these are cute complementary colors that look really nice together. You want the stat hat too. Like that would look good with any. You could wear jeans. You could wear black pants. You could wear a skirt. You could wear whatever. I think these colors would look good with it. And I love what you said with the button-up baseball. Like I'm almost kind of leaning baseball because you could just unbutton it and have it more of like a layered top moment. That'd be really cute too. Plus probably a lot cheaper than jerseys. That'd be really cute.
Yeah, I think baseball is the cutest jerseys of all the sports, probably. With hockey second, I kind of like the
hockey's
thick like sweater.
Yeah, you get it oversized and it looks really cute when you like French tuck it kind of thing. That's super cute. Yeah. Love that.
The ugliest might be basketball. Soccer's kind of close though too. It's like can be a little ugly, but I'm working on it. Anyway, that's my
Soccer's problem is that it's always just like an ad all over it.
Yeah.
Like, all the official ones are like, oh, I want my favorite team. It's like, too bad you're wearing an airline.
Yeah. That's that capitalism. Yeah, the capitalism is really strong in soccer. Which, depending on what we want to do, we could always lean in and have like the capitalist version that has like Patreon and like other stuff, which would be of soccer, but maybe less exciting. I don't know. I'm sure that has a market, but maybe a smaller one than something a little bit chiller.
It'd be kind of fun to just make those kind of things like inside jokes or something, even too, that just like look like logos or ads or whatever. Like mine shaft. Like
we can advertise Mine Shaft on our.
Oh my god!
Quietly in the corner of the jersey. Mine Shaft.
Our After Dark edition. That is
exactly.
That's what it.
Unless you Google it, then you wouldn't know what that means. All right, ready, Kelsey, for yours? I love what you...
Ready. I'm ready.
I love this choice.
Thank you.
Oh,
I have
what?
to
No! Why is it opening Slack?
Patreon?
Ah! I try. Oh, because it's a JPEG. I tried to open it like a link. Okay, one sec. Let me do this.
I think
There
it's a
we go.
PDF.
Oh,
Another hat. Okay, so now we have to do a hat, right?
We need to do a hat, yeah.
yeah. I love corduroy. I love the choice for corduroy. I love corduroy things.
Corduroy also.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is idea number 1, corduroy hat.
super
It's very
cute.
fashionable and easy to wear, and we could do like an embroidered logo on it, which I think is really good. I mean, I don't have to, like, we all did hats. I don't have to explain why hats. So we
We need a hat. We all said hat,
Yeah.
so we need a hat. Yeah.
Yeah. They're just so easy.
And this is cute as hell.
Yeah, so
Fanny pack.
hey, wait, was it you that wanted to bring fanny packs back?
I love fanny pack. I love a shoulder bag.
Yeah.
I love a fanny pack. I love over the body sideways bag.
I like the idea of them so much, but a lot of them are really not cute. So I want a cute version with like a little star on it and in like a fun color. And I don't know, I think this would be like a useful piece of merch. It's maybe not the most like, it's not as cute as the jerseys or whatever, but I do think this would be a useful piece of merch, and it would go along with one of our episodes, which is about how to prepare for a convention.
True.
Yeah.
Hear me
I like
out.
that. I
The
like
corduroy fabric on a fanny pack. That'd be cute.
Oh, I haven't seen that. But
That'd
that
be
would
nice
awesome.
because then it would look so much more pretty. Like if you just had a plain shirt, it's immediately elevating your outfit to 2 different types of fabric.
The star charm on the fanny pack is really what like brings it up for me, because I feel like
Thank you.
it's from merch to like fashion, because it's like, oh, it's doing a little bit more.
Yeah, because like I think we have a good logo, but it is, we don't have like other art to draw on right now. We just kind of have
Yeah.
like the logo and then the pieces of the logo, and so I want to avoid a Nintendo situation where we're just putting
Just the logo on everything.
putting a JPEG on a thing and calling it good, you know?
Yeah, fair. I love that. I think we could rock a little fanny pack, and again, cohesive to our to what we talk about and our energy. You
the
can say
brand.
this baby holds so much sanitizer. That's us. We had a whole episode where we talked about that for an hour. That's perfect. Very cute. Love this. I love that you guys prepared presentations and stuff. I kind of missed the mark.
No, you had a whole
Pinterest board.
You guys had
Yeah.
slides.
Well, something
Pinterest board's legit.
something that we were talking about off air was the concept of pew pew points. Do we want to bring this up and maybe make this a reality? Which is Janet already has 1 pew pew point because she beat Sekiro essentially when all of us only
I
played.
beat the first boss.
That's you have played like
That's
6 hours of that. So currently, right now,
That's
Janet
basically-
has the first pew pew point. But maybe this could be something we keep up with, and maybe we all could vote on who just won this current challenge, because this was some good options here. For a little reminder, maybe I had my Pinterest board. We had the jerseys and such from Janet, jerseys, hats, that kind of concept. We had the light stick from Sarah, which is super cute. And then we had Kelsey's corduroy hat / fanny pack number.
I'm going with the light stick. It'd be the hardest to actually make, probably, but if I could have anyone be real, it would be the light stick.
That's fun.
Yeah, I'm voting for Sarah. I think that was it's really beautiful. I can really imagine it.
I know, I would have made this so
beautiful
much
3D.
uglier than what you made. You made something that was like, I'm like, that's what I would have wanted to, like, why doesn't mine look like that? That's how I feel looking at this light stick.
I will say I would have voted for Janet, not to be a contrarian, because I love the jersey
thank
idea.
you.
I think that's great. But I think that this going to Sarah feels right as well, because this is also
I was
fantastic.
gonna I vote for Kelsey because I like the fanny pack hat combination.
That could be sold in a bundle.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
It was very practical.
Now we have to actually make all this stuff, which we won't do.
Don't think we're making a light stick.
I think we are making a light stick. I think we are. Genuinely, we're going to make this light stick. Now, how many are we going to sell and how much is it going to cost us? Not many and a lot, respectively. But I don't think that matters. Even if it's just one that we only have. Yeah, we're making.
We're gonna
this
have to
light
start
stick. This is
pooling
real.
our pew pew bang bread, our money, our cash for the light stick.
Yeah. How
It's an
much?
investment.
What could it cost? It's a banana, Michael. How much could it be? $10.
I've got some experience in manufacturing. I've gotten a lot of stuff manufactured. Right
That's
now
fair.
is a really terrible time to do
Ooh.
that unless
Worst
Haley's
time.
warehousing it in Canada.
A dream deferred is not a dream denied.
Okay,
Remember that.
Gandhi. Pulling out the wisdom.
Okay, Gandhi is a wild fool.
Giving me some wisdom.
I'm like, did he say that once? I'm like,
He probably did. That sounds like up his alley. I think
Can we bestow upon Sarah a pew pew point?
Sarah gets the second
Yay!
ever pew pew point.
Yay!
By the way, we
Yay!
have no idea what this means. We don't know
It
what
means
pew pew
nothing.
points are.
It means nothing and also
Janet-
everything. Because if
Janet
that
earned
means
one last week,
yes,
yes.
and
So-
Sarah earned one this week.
Yeah.
So we're just keeping track now.
we're just keeping track now.
That's the score.
I'll
You earn the glory that washes over you upon
Yeah.
hearing you have a point. It's like we're 1 point better than other people, Sarah. This is great.
We've got that.
Don't worry, I'll implement this into our Streamlabs something or other. I'll have some kind of fun effect when you get a point.
Excellent.
Just wait for the future.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And by implementing
I'm
that,
very
you will have
easily
earned
pleased.
yourself. By implementing that, you will have earned yourself a pew pew point.
Oh my gosh. Well, that just gave me so much incentive to finish this big project.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm pointless.
Kelsey's the host of our podcast that like pulls us all together, no points.
That's okay. That's okay.
How great is Pew Pew
fun,
Point, though?
guys.
That's great.
It's
Pew Pew Point. That's fun to say.
Yeah.
That's going to catch on, you guys.
It's gonna be big.
It's going to be
It's gonna be
huge.
just as big as the light stick.
Which will
Okay.
definitely happen.
It will 100% happen.
Challenge mode time. Our challenge this week is to find the worst possible piece of merch that you can buy. Official merch. Did we say this?
We
Did
did.
everyone
Yeah,
bring official merch?
Officially licensed.
I think
Okay.
we specified, but I forgot, but that's okay because my thing I chose is official.
Okay, great. The worst possible officially licensed thing that you can buy online right now. That's our challenge. Who's going first?
Kelsey, you're going first. I'm forcing you.
Okay.
Are we going
I
backwards?
sent you two. Is it okay to have two?
That's
You know what?
okay.
I'm the
Yeah.
host. It's okay to have two. I'm sending you the first one, which is on the Nintendo website.
Yeah.
Donkey
Oh, that's
Kong
awful.
jacket,
That's yucky.
and it's
4X.
you're supposed to be Donkey Kong by wearing this. Donkey Kong's naked gorilla body. It's like a fuzzy brown.
Hair in the back.
The hood actually is not
You
terrible.
Literally
but-
skinned him and you're wearing his flesh.
But yes, exactly. You've skinned
Oh.
Donkey Kong, you're wearing his flesh, and like you're wearing like the bare chest up top, the beige bare chest, and then the furry bottom and furry arms. It's like you should not want to look like Donkey Kong. That's not
It's a DK
That is not body
Chi-Chi
goals.
sweater.
that's not body goals.
Here's the thing, though. If someone was wearing this, do you guys think you'd know that it was Donkey
If the
Kong?
hood was up,
Maybe you can. The hood is not up. Maybe you could get away with wearing it. You know what I,
I feel
mean?
like it's an
could
odd
you?
color pairing.
yeah. I can also see like Urban Outfitters making jackets like this, or like Patagonia
yeah.
or something. You know what
Yeah,
I
they
mean?
do.
Yeah. But I will say,
I do love that the tie.
I don't hate the tie. I don't hate the tie
zipper pull
zipper.
being the
The
DK
tie
tie,
zipper
is
pull.
really cute.
That's really cute.
It's pretty cute. It's true.
That's
All
about the
so
only
that has
thing-
a redeeming quality.
The only thing
But-
going for this right now. This is $70
This is like
Yeah.
a
Canadian.
child should wear this. But
I
like,
was gonna say, I think for a kid, it could
kid,
be,
it's
it'd be
cute.
fine. You know, it's like, oh, they're having fun.
Oh, they're having fun.
No, kids can't have fun. That's not. They can't have fun looking like Donkey Kong. That's
Stay warm and look cool with Donkey Kong. You'll look like
You
the
aren't
coolest
going to do
Kong in
that.
the jungle in this warm and fuzzy
No,
Donkey
no.
Kong inspired jacket with a generous standard fit. The Sherpa pile body resembles
Generous
DK's
standard.
fur. And a hoodie sports his famous hair. A tiny DK tie hanging off the zipper pulls this jacket a wonderfully detailed look. Did I read that right?
okay.
Pulls
I think so.
zipper pull gives this jacket. I see. I thought they were going to say pulls this look together, and the cadence was wrong in how I said that. Disgusting. Fantastic pick. Kelsey.
Thank you. Okay, my second pick is a white T-shirt that I sent you. I'm also sending the link to just, you know who has the worst merch in the world? It's Capcom. The answer is Capcom.
Ooh,
they have just an infinite slop store.
no.
Infinite slop. Now, if you scroll down, because all these are bad, but some of them are like the logo, and they're like, okay, I guess. It's like just plain logo on a plain shirt, whatever. Some of them are like screenshots from the game, which is terrible.
No.
Go directly to jail. But keep scrolling down until we get to, wait, you might have passed it. I sent you this in an image, but it's Monster Hunter Puzzles Feline Isles, which I think is like a mobile game.
Okay. Feline doesn't come up when I type it in.
Feline with a Y.
Oh, of
Feline
course.
with a Y.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Yeah, sorry.
Is it
There's
that
a
big?
lot of feline
No,
aisles.
I know there's
There's
a lot
of ugly
sorry.
things.
There's a
There's a
oh,
lot.
here
There
it
we go.
is.
That.
Oh my gosh.
All of Capcom's merch is like this, but this is the one that was the most egregious to me. I would be shocked if they've sold a single one of these plain T-shirt that's just like mobile art game in a square. Monster Hunter Puzzles Feline Isles.
That is disgusting.
And yeah, you can get it in every color, so you can make it look as stupid
Piss
and
yellow.
crafty as you want
Let's
it
go
to.
with piss
Yeah.
yellow. Lemon, I mean.
And you know that like it's gonna be that weird plasticky screen print that like
Yeah.
sticks to your skin and like
And it's gonna smell bad.
it's like gonna be
Smell
really
like piss.
stiff.
Yuck. Look at this orange. Look at this bright neon orange. That really brings out the feline's facial features.
This has to be like made to order, right? Like these can't be
Yes.
sitting in a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
of
definitely made to
course.
order. Yeah.
How much is this?
But
$20.
They're like, yeah, that would have been really smart to make it made to order.
This item cannot be delivered to me. That makes me want it more. That makes me actually want this stupid
Haley,
shirt.
don't worry. I'll
Is
make
it working,
it for
Haley?
you.
The FOMO?
I'll give-
Oh, now it's exclusive.
Yeah, you can go on Capcom's site and like for every single one of their games, they have terrible merch like this. Like
Yeah.
there's no effort, and it makes me really sad because it's just
They should be
it's an
ashamed.
infinite scroll of slop.
Yeah, this is
And
awful.
nothing makes me not even want to look at your site more than the infinite scroll of slop.
Whoever bought one of these shirts, if you're listening, get off of our
Shameful.
show. Get off.
Shameful.
Stop listening.
The Zoom came.
Okay,
of
those are my
shame.
picks.
This is a perfect transition because mine's also Capcom.
Perfect.
So
Hell yeah.
we're ready now. Which Haley, I sent you the direct link. It also opens just.
Is
to
this
Amazon, 'cause-
real?
Yes, this is real. Now you have to zoom in. It's really low res of an image. It's a black. I mean, it could be any shirt. It's a black shirt. This classic square screenshot kind of situation.
Oh my god.
Horizontal, so it's like a YouTube thumbnail kind of layout or whatever. And it says Happy Halloween. And I believe it's really hard to tell because genuinely you cannot see the image very well. I believe it's the Resident Evil 4 like town, but decorated for
yeah.
Halloween.
Oh, they have Lady Dimitrescu
there's
on the
big
left.
lady.
Yeah.
She's got
Sorry,
a
Resident
pumpkin on
Evil
her
Village
lap.
then. It'd be Village.
It'd be
then, but-
Village, yeah.
And it says Happy Halloween at the bottom, like very much giving like my dad actually does this a lot. He'll like Google like Happy Birthday and then like take a stock image and like text it to me on my birthday.
Aw,
This is what this Happy Halloween is giving.
It's giving
It's
Janice
just like
that.
random font
There's,
just
like-
slapped onto an image. It's awful.
Yeah, there's like Halloween bunting around, but you can tell that it was like a key art from the game, and they just like photoshopped some pumpkins on top of it.
Yeah, I remember this scene in the game is when you come in and they're all having like a meeting about you.
They're having a big conference.
Guys, there
Yeah.
are broken links on the Capcom site for some of this Amazon stuff.
Oh my god.
I'm looking at like an iPhone case that just literally has the Capcom logo on it and nothing else, just a white iPhone case that just says Capcom. And the link it's like, sorry, we couldn't find that page on Amazon. So like they're
Embarrassing.
not even committed to the slop.
Oh my gosh.
They're not even maintaining the slop.
But this is like the slop and then sloppily edited. It's like they
Yes.
tried to make it a little more spunky and they were bad at it. Is there a bottle of
Yeah.
wine over on the right by that pumpkin?
I
What?
like this because anyone can just print the the game cover and then put it on a shirt, and that is ugly. But this is like you tried something, and it's like even uglier because you touched it at all.
Did an intern make this for like the Slack channel at Capcom, and they were like, put it on a shirt? Probably.
I bet they probably like emailed it out in like a newsletter or something, or
Probably.
like posted it on socials. It's the generic like Happy Halloween font for me though. Like it's the most
clip
art Happy Halloween font I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's one of those fonts that like it doesn't look good in all caps, but it's in all caps. Like it's a font that is clearly meant to have like just the first letter be in caps.
Yeah.
Boo.
That's such a crazy poll, Kelsey.
This is so crazy that you both pulled Capcom because they are apparently
Eat to their slop. It speaks to the quality of their terrible merch.
Slop. All right, well, I'll show you guys mine. I got it pulled up here. First off, I got a couple items. Hope you don't mind. This Bidoof hat.
Oh, I have that hat.
No, you don't.
Hold on, let me get it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hold on.
Janet. I'm weak.
Okay.
This is the worst merch in the world. Oh, I have that.
I have that.
But what really got me is I was looking at like which of the hats was the worst
and
one.
it's within arm's reach of her.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
weak.
one of my Twitch. It's one of my Twitch redemptions. Twitch.tv/GameOnnesses.
Put her in the shame
Patreon
box right
points.
now.
I'll put on.
Yeah. Oh my
Shame
God.
box.
True.
Shame box. Shame box.
Shame. Shame.
Honestly,
Shame.
It's the best one that you can have. Like he sits on your head so nicely, and it's
It is
like a
the
fun
best
little
one
tie.
you can have.
Yeah, of all the Pokemon, there's many Pokemon hats, and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had more of these Pokemon hats. They're funny, they're funky, they're spunky.
You're trying to make me feel bad, but I don't feel bad. Why'd you buy that, girl?
No, you don't need to feel bad. I bought it because I thought it was funny to redeem for Twitch stuff.
See,
I bought
that
it for
makes
work.
sense.
I bought it for work, Haley.
Would you be like this man who is supposedly out in the
working.
wild? He knows what he is. He's a goof.
My Bidoof is employed, okay? This is like, it's worth fake money because channel points don't cost anything. But yeah, and this is from the iconic time where Nintendo tried to make Bidoof happen.
They
and
did.
Sarah was really mad about it.
Oh,
and that makes
thank
the
God
hat even
they
funnier to
stopped.
me.
I hate
so
Bidoof.
That's why I have this. But you can drag it because it is silly and dumb. But like, I bought it because it's silly and dumb.
I love that you had
Bidoof
it.
Era.
This is a forced
They
Bidoof
did try to
era.
force it.
Yeah, I keep that thing on me. What do you mean? He's
I
talking
love
about
it.
The model's like holding
reach.
its little hand up. You know,
Yeah.
the model's like waving hello.
Everyone loves
Haley, the
Bidoof.
Squirtle one is much worse. I need you to pull up the Squirtle one.
Okay,
'cause
let's look at the Squirtle one.
It's a wild pull that I had this though. This
That's
is really
amazing
funny.
that you had that. Oh, I hate the Squirtle one too.
That's
Haley,
not
come redeem this on. See, this is why this is better. Yes. He looks
How
great
many
here.
are there?
You know what? The
There's a
Bidoof
lot.
one
There's
looks
like
better than the
At
Squirtle
least
one.
12.
Yeah.
You got me.
There's at least like 12 of them. So, and I
There's
think he
a
was
lot.
like the best looking one. I think.
Let's
Honestly,
each get one.
We should each get one.
I am ready now.
All right,
Let's go.
which one do you want, Sarah? And you get to pick. Let me make this a bit smaller so we can see them all. Look how many tabs I've
Dibs on
opened.
Bidoof because I already have it.
Yeah, so you get Bidoof. There's this Bulbasaur, Scrafty, Chespin.
Yeah, but that's not the same. Like, so the Bidoof one has little arms.
Okay,
it
so
has to be
hangs
one of
there.
the arm ones.
Yeah,
right?
Okay,
his
so-
body is like sitting on you.
So otherwise, then we have Charmander, Squirtle, Gengar, and Bulbasaur.
Gengar's pretty solid.
I call Bulbasaur.
Oh, I'll take Charmander.
I don't want Squirtle. He's uncomfortable.
Well, you didn't
You have to
call
take
it, so that's
somebody.
too bad.
I don't like
look at
these.
Charmander's smile. That's actually kind of cryptic from the front. I kind of hate that. Let's see what the model looks like wearing this. Oh, that'll be Sarah. That'll be
It
her.
honestly looks better.
How is
Not even
the
joking, it
Bidoof
looks better
the
on.
least offensive?
Oh.
It does look better on. That's
The
Yeah,
Bidoof is
y'all.
kind of the best one. You got me.
Come
How?
on through. Come on through. The water's fine. There's plenty of room in the Bidoof town.
The tail.
When
Charmander tail.
when your owner leaves you abandoned in the woods.
Ah!
Pokemon lore. Okay, so we'll order these for a Pokemon episode, yeah? The Bulbasaur one's actually
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
cute. Oh, see,
I'm
she's-
ready.
That's probably the best she's looked. The model
It always
here,
look better
right? The
on.
Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
It always looks better on.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks good. Okay, we'll do this. They're each $25 Canadian, so like 20 smackers.
Can
for you
someone
guys.
be? Can someone be Litwick? Litwick is also
be
available.
Litwick.
But the liquid one doesn't have little feet.
But that's not
he
the
doesn't have
legs.
But his body. That's his body. Like that's how his body is.
Oh,
Litwick-
wait,
Litwick's
where's the
never
Litwick?
Hatney. Yeah, that's Hatney.
No, there's a Litwick. I'm looking at him.
Where
There's
is it?
oh, it's sold out though.
Oh.
Sign up
was
for the
too good.
email. No, you gotta scroll a little bit. Yeah. He's
Oh. Darn it.
time to head to eBay. He's winking.
He is winking. Does Litwick have one eye? If I never clocked that. From
Does
the
he?
side, this
Well,
just looks like,
Emo.
what is this? If someone showed you this, if you were at the gates of hell and Satan said, tell me what this is or you're going to hell, you wouldn't be able to get out. I would never say this is a Litwick hat.
For give to the max. We don't need like
Yeah.
Cheeto costumes. We need dumb Pokemon hats.
So true. We should be, I mean, I was in charge of getting things last year. I say, as I'm like, we need to get, no, I fumbled the ball. I ordered that freaking wig, that cloud wig that came unstyled. It was just a flat wig. I thought it was going to come with like his spikes and stuff, and it was just a flat blonde wig. It was such a
I
scam.
feel like yeah.
Freaking joke.
I would never assume that I could own like a Cloud Strife wig that was styled for under like $200.
The
Yeah.
gag, it was like $50 though. So I was kind of
Jesus.
expecting something a little okay. It was Ben's money. I mean, it was MinnMax's money. What, not out of my pocket at the end of the day, but it was not good. My pick for awful is like in the Overwatch website. Obviously they have really ugly shirts. They have this
Okay,
one Patchy Maru.
I'm sorry, wait, was that a pizza cutter that you just scrolled past?
Where? This? It's just a pin.
It's a pin.
Oh, I thought it
should be a
It does look like a.
They
That would be
would
sick.
have a pizza cutter.
See, that would be
They would have
good.
one.
I would want
I wish it
that.
was a pizza cutter.
Oh, here it is. Look at this Halloween Patchy Maru.
What is this?
How do you drink out of that?
It's so I
Is it a
can't.
cup?
It's a cup, but like what?
It's like a mug.
Even
In
like
what way?
me, who's played 1,500 hours of Overwatch, you could show me this. I would not know it's from Overwatch. What the hell is
Okay, this is a pet peeve I have for the mugs. I hate the mugs where they're like uncomfortable to drink out of.
Yeah.
That was a problem too with the question block mug. I don't want to drink out of
Yeah,
this cube. It hurts to drink out
Hard
of
to
this cube.
clean too.
hate this.
Like, is that thing ever truly clean?
No, and then
When
a
you're
lot
in
of
the
these,
house over, you say,
tell-
can I get you a mug? And then you grab this one off the shelf. And
a lot of these will
I
have
don't
like
know what this is.
it's a Patchy Maru's like a little like
No, I know.
octopus. Oh, well then what aren't you getting?
Like, it doesn't look anything like Pachimari.
It doesn't.
It's Halloween.
It's a Halloween
He's
version,
melting.
I guess.
His
yeah.
flesh is rotting from his body.
This mug
And
is
they didn't
made
sell
of
any of them, so
chromatic.
they're still on the website.
They're on sale $12 off of 20.
I can't imagine why.
Look at this. Even the packaging and their like promo pictures like all bent, and they've clearly been in a box for like a year and a half, and they're just trying to get rid of them. I saw this. I was like, that is so freaking ugly. You know what else I hate? Mugs like this will be hollow in the thing, and you can't clean in here. It drives me crazy. It's all gross, and you have to like angle it sideways so the
Ew.
water flushes in. I have a couple mugs like that, and I'm about to throw them away because that pisses me off. And then my final thing is Rockstar has like no good merch at all, but I thought this was particularly egregious. It is a
Hello?
dog collar, a chop.
Dog collar.
Yes,
Okay,
but-
dog. Are we
but-
sure about that?
People
Are you
aren't.
sure?
I don't think people are
it come
using
human?
this. I don't think people are
Look
using
at that
this.
chain. That chain could not hold a dog. That is not.
I know this is like a little itty bit. It's so like walking a human
And
chain.
the sizes it comes in are medium and large.
Only,
What?
yeah, exactly. This is a human.
It's like a delicate little chain.
It's
a
like
little
a little thin
fashion
chain. And it's just like
That's not for chop.
it's for medium and large sized dogs. I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah, as soon as I saw
not.
this chain, I was like, that's for a human person. Someone's gonna use this for a human person, and that's disgusting. Someone who just loves Grand Theft Auto, I guess, and wants their merch to seep into their
what about this
leash life.
Is GTA though? Is it just that there was a dog?
dog,
from
Chop.
GTA?
Yeah, they had a Rottweiler named Chop in the game that Franklin owned, and then I guess in terms of this actual collar, it's a leather collar. It just says Grand Theft Auto. Does that say 7? What is? Am I crazy? What is?
That's
Oh,
just a V
5.
for 5.
It's the V for 5. I thought it was
It's
a
a
7.
V for 5.
Grand Theft Auto
GTA
7 confirmed.
leaked on PB Bank.
Leaked
It's
on
on the
how they
human
announced
collars.
it.
leaked on the
Actually,
Chop
you know
leashing
what?
collar.
Rockstar, free idea for you, because that would be
That'd be
is the
so
best
funny.
way to announce your new game is to make a really stupid piece of merch that says GTA 7. So please steal that. Please do
So
that next
funny.
time.
The
Also,
heavy
it's
duty
supposed to be a real
construction.
chain.
What is supposed to be real chain? This?
It's supposed to be because I'm looking at the because I didn't play GTA 5 actually, and I'm looking at it's like when you hook up a dog by like an actual chain, but they're like, well, we can't do that because that's like Is that any made for a dog, actually? Yeah, right? Because, like, the chain doesn't have give? I don't know. But instead they have this dinky little, like bracelet level chain.
Yeah, it looks like a bracelet. Yes, that's would snap. If an actual Rottweiler ran full speed, this
Chop
would
had,
snap.
like, a real, like, chain on.
Yeah.
This is like a...
This says
is
with
like a
riveted metal
baby
fastenings.
baptism necklace.
And 2 durable metal D-rings. The high-grade leather collar features Grand Theft Auto 5 lettering. And logo on the tongue. What? What about this as a tongue? Metal construction chain leash features a premium leather handle, metal bolt fastener, and blah, blah, blah. Like, ain't no way this is lasting. But they are also fiends of just, like, the Rockstar logo. Like, I remember when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, I came here and I was like, oh, I bet I'll get a little shirt. I love this game. And it was just, like, literally just Red Dead Redemption 2 and then, like, a shirt with Micah on it. I'm like, who wants that?
Ew.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah.
Just stupid hats and stuff. They got an ashtray with their logo in it. That's $52.
Whoa.
Good Lord. What is this made of?
No
Gold?
ceramic.
That's insane price. But I get free shipping on orders over 50 or 90, I mean, so I'll order 2 of them. But that was my pick. Those were my picks.
Someone needs to
Good
make
pick.
a house where you're only allowed to use video game merch to make it.
Oh my
No.
God. That would be such good TV. Sarah, you ready
Sleep
for
in the
yours?
Relax bed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes. I have 2, but I switched the first one, so this is the second one. I'll show the first one too. But this is Box Luncher on thin ice with me personally. This is a flannel shirt
Yuck.
that has Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog on it. Just like a Knuckles patch, and then on the sleeve it says Knuckles, and then on the back it says Knuckles, no time for games.
Cool.
It's just, and then there's like an embroidered "Let's Roll," but he is like its tits tattooed on his knuckles. So I don't know. This is just like, you see this and you're just like, where did we start with the flannel? What about Knuckles says a flannel top?
That's so true.
And
I
what
guess because
about-
it's red.
Who is wearing
He's red
this?
and he's black.
This
yeah.
is so much going on this. This is
Final
like the
sale, no
laziest
returns.
flannel.
They do not want this back. Oh, $16 though off of 27. Sale.
Well, they had a lot of
deal.
ideas and they put all of them into the shirt.
This is pretty uggos.
Yeah.
Like, do all of it.
Look at the
Like, are there supposed to be commas in between this idea? Just print it. It's
look at the like gems and stuff around his name. Like he's some cool guy.
Those are the Chaos Emeralds, and they are cool.
Okay. Are you buying this? Why are you acting being so
Yeah.
defensive of the shirt? Did you buy it?
She loves it.
Can I buy this for you?
No, because they're
May I
adding
buy
in
this for you? I mean,
smalls.
please.
Sarah, I have to be honest. I've thought about buying you ugly merch before. Like, they had a PAX flannel like this, and I'm like, I should buy this for Sarah. Like, it's $40 to make like a dumb joke for 2 seconds, but I think it's worth
I think I know the PAX plan. I think you posted it, right?
Yeah, I did
feel like
post
I've
it 'cause
seen
I was
the
like, I'm
PAX
too
flannels.
cheap to buy.
I just don't think anything should be on top of flannel. Like, there should be no logos on flannel. There should be no patches. Flannel itself is enough.
That's an interesting take, which I agree with.
Flannel purist.
Yeah, like the red black, like that's
The
enough,
embroidery's not
like the
bad.
pattern.
The embroidery's not
No,
bad.
but it is just like, why though?
But I will say, are they missing one of his spikes on his knuckles here? Is that a mistake?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Look, it's
think-
missing.
Wow, look, they didn't even get a good version for the photos.
I think this is a mistake. Embarrassing.
Somebody should tell
generally.
them.
Someone should
Somebody should
message
take them down.
Maybe
It's so
I can.
embarrassing.
Maybe I can send them a message. And
I had, and then I
there
had
any
another
reviews? Are
box
there any
lunch one.
reviews?
Wait, 5 stars. What did they say?
What did the
Nice
reviews say?
flannel
What did they
shirt.
say?
Prada came in and looks way cuter in person. Love the idea of a flannel with a cartoon character kids like. Sonic Kids love, says
No!
Hazen7979. Nice flannel shirt 20 days ago. So you know it's staying up. Quality of product, 5 out of 5. Wow. I think I
Wow,
might need to
okay.
buy
I
this
mean, that's-
shirt.
Do
That's
not
kind of
purchase.
I guess
final,
you're
you
wrong,
know?
Sarah. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's spoken.
Do not purchase.
Love this top. I love
Don't write a
Knuckles.
review.
Why not? I love Knuckles.
From Sarah. Make sure
Great
it's from Sarah.
top.
Oh my gosh.
Did they make
Sarah.
No! Don't put my name on it.
Are you adding your name? Oh my gosh.
Skip.
Are they gonna just? Are they
It was
just
too
gonna let
big.
you
It was too big for
Too
you.
big.
Too big. 5 stars.
And you
Are
would
they gonna let you go through with this?
tell us why.
Right.
I just love it. And your website. Who submitted? Where is it? I want to see.
Refresh, is it on
Let's
there?
refresh.
If you hit recent, maybe it'll be on there.
Nice flannel shirt. Looks
It's
cute in
probably gotta be
person.
approved.
No,
It's gotta
it's
be
gotta- yeah,
approved.
Oh,
They gotta
what?
approve it. We gotta make sure you
Okay, we'll
didn't
come back
do a
later.
swear in there.
All right, when
Come back in 2 weeks.
listeners,
Come back and see.
please write in the comments if Sarah's amazing review is on this. This is on boxlunch.com/product/Sonic the Hedgehog Knuckles Youth Flannel. Please let
I hope
us know.
someone finds it before this episode is out.
Me
It'd be a
too.
fun little spoiler.
Can you imagine? They just happen
Also,
to
the
be
idea
looking at
that
this.
the youth flannel was too big for
If it's
her
a
is
youth
so-
size, I could probably
it's
fit
so
in the
mean.
medium.
You could fit in a medium. Youth? What are you, an American Girl
Yeah,
doll?
I was gonna say I wear like a youth large.
Oh my
I
god.
was little.
I wear a grown man extra large. Y'all wearing baby clothes.
I had another one that I was gonna submit, but then I chickened out. If you want to show that one too,
Okay,
Haley.
let me see that one.
Because it felt too much of an attack on both
Oh,
Janet and
this-
Kelsey at
this
this
is-
moment.
Oh my gosh.
This is a bit
what
of an
did it be?
attack.
Can't wait.
It's baseball season, and it's the Baldur's Gate
Baldur's
baseball
Gate.
jersey.
Oh no.
What's the back
The
like?
ugliest thing, okay, in the back has Asterian's name
Asterion,
in a
yeah.
collegiate font, and the literal scar his
On his
captor
back.
gives him on his back. in
That's kinda
blood
cool.
red embroidery, which I just think is messed up.
I think that's cool.
Also, it's the like dark red on a dark purple is inscrutable.
And the Baldur's
also-
Gate is like off-centered, like the logo's kind of like, and then they have the Mind Flayer on the front, which I don't
Yeah.
really think is like my team.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not on Team
Yeah.
Mind Flayer.
Yeah, why would
Like,
Asterion have
Baldur's
this? Yeah, he wouldn't have this on his jersey.
I do not claim
And also,
this one. You are
this
safe.
font-
Druids.
this font, it's like the font on the back.
No,
that is not.
Haley.
That is not what baseball teams use. That's not. It doesn't
No.
look right at all.
It just like it seems like they were like, we need a Baldur's Gate 3-1. We need Baldur's Gate on a because there's a bunch of other like baseball jerseys because tis the season and all that stuff. And I just don't know. I don't think Asterion was a good
We
choice.
Same tier. No.
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Sarah's being
Everything's
bullied
too
hard.
big.
She was trying to like not bully Janet and I, and in return, he's bullying her.
Double it. Give it to the next person.
All right, box lunch review
Honestly,
is up for Sarah.
It's really dumb and it is wasteful, so we probably shouldn't do it because it's wasteful. But we should low key buy all these ugly pieces and then like some I don't know the person with the least amount of something has
We
to
can wear
order
them up for our beach episode.
Oh my god. You with this the Astarian baseball tee. Your
What's that
on the
like?
beach.
That thing that like people do where they go on trips and they buy everyone like a new phone case. And they have
Oh.
to wear or use the phone case.
Oh,
That's what we
yeah.
do with
Ugly
our
shirt, too.
Bad
Oh.
shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I've seen that where people like you unwrap your gift right before you get on the flight, and you have
Yep.
to like wear that shirt.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's good.
This will be
good.
that. We should do that for this. This is all sizes available, so that's good. The Sonic
Oh,
one
perfect.
was only youth, so this is 20% off as well. It used to be $59.90. Now we got a cool $47.92.
What a
You can
good deal.
Also pay it off in 4 interest-free payments of $11.98. That's really nice of them.
Oh.
You can.
Yes, there really are so
Not
many
sponsored, by the
jerseys
way.
on Box
Yeah.
Lunch's site. These
Oh,
are
no.
these are not good.
no.
These don't make any amount of
Look
sense.
at these dresses. Box lunch is a little bit crazy.
Sometimes they have
Sometimes
good
it's
stuff, too, so
okay.
I'm not trying to like totally dog on them here, but there's a lot of like why do I need a Dune baseball jersey?
And doesn't it say like Lisan Gaib on the front? Like it says Dune, and then it says like that phrase on the front. Like, why does Dune need a baseball jersey?
Because everything
I
needs a
don't
baseball
know.
jersey. Okay, wait. This Beware of Ogre mat is super cute. I'd put that in front of my house. I love that.
They
Oh
do
my
have cute stuff,
God.
but it's like a spectrum, right? Like they have
Yeah.
the cutest stuff, and then they have the worst stuff.
A Shrek thing
It really is.
for your license plate. Shrek ears for your license plate. Oh my god, NES cartridge coasters. That's kind of cute. And that's it. Oh, a little Ratatouille sign you could hang up in your kitchen. The Ratatouille. it's just like, oh my God, there's so much stuff. So much Bluey, so much Stitch. Stitch is also huge in Japan, isn't he? I feel like he's having a crazy resurgence. He's having a crazy
and that live
resurgence.
action's about to come out too, so.
Oh, and they didn't put Pleakley in drag. What are we doing? That's the whole point of Lilo and Stitch. Messed up. Drag erasure. Messed up. Yeah, Box Lunch is giving Hot Topic adjacent. It's pretty dang close to that.
I think they're owned by the.
I was gonna say.
Oh my God.
I think it literally is Hot Topic.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at this snitch. Are you guys cursed with liking Harry Potter when you were a kid and now you constantly get gifted Harry Potter stuff even still in your 30s and you have to pretend?
I've never liked Harry Potter.
Damn it. Me neither. Me neither.
Talk about being on the right side of history at this moment, Kelsey.
Okay,
I win.
you're a better person
I guess
than
I'm just
Kelsey.
great.
I know what.
Superior.
I know what I'm ordering, Kelsey. A cauldron ramen bowl.
Tell. I could just tell stuff was gonna go south like 20 years later. Like Kelsey just had the insight ahead of time.
I think I was just a big contrarian. I was like, no, I want to read unpopular books. That book's popular. No thanks.
So cool.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I got to it late because I was like, I'm not looking to read right now. I'm not really looking to get into that. I got into it in high school all late. I actually don't think I ever finished the last book. I watched the movie and I just couldn't make it. I couldn't finish I was reading the book trying to catch up because the movie's about to come out and I didn't make it. And I was like, oh, whatever.
Yo, what the hell? They got Pokemon cards on here that are actually decent priced. Okay, Box Lunch. They got Surging Sparks. Shut up. They got Surging Sparks.
It's out of stock.
Damn it.
It's out of stock.
Why they didn't put that on the main page so I could know and not waste my damn time following
Why would
the
they
link?
show it to me if I couldn't buy it?
Oh, what about this Baldur's Gate hoodie? I feel like I haven't seen Baldur's Gate merch.
I think the thing with gaming merch, one of my issues, and I'm sure there are exceptions to this, but I don't really want it just to say the game name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which is unique to there's other branded things where I don't mind. I don't mind that my Adidas sweater says Adidas on it. I don't think that makes it inherently uglier. But I do think, sometimes the game name can be, I don't know, it kind of kills it for me a little bit.
It's just too basic. It's just too basic.
Yeah. And then it has that little TM in the corner. And then also some of these game names aren't good either. Like Metaphor Fantasio, I don't want to put that on a shirt.
Wait, this Zelda one's kind of cute. Oh, this is the thing. I wonder if there's any reviews on this one. Let's check. Let's see. Oh,
is that just a Baldur's Gate one again?
Our review?
It's the one I've reviewed as Sarah, but it hasn't been approved yet. They're gonna approve it. I gave it a glowing review. What are they gonna say? Even if it's fake, they'll say it just makes our product look better from the website. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Well, and Funkos. How many Funkos? That's the final question. How many Funkos do each of you own?
Don't take away my point.
0 Funkos.
Let me think.
Zero. I remain morally superior.
Oh man.
Do I have to own them or do they just need to be in my house?
You own the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything Isaiah owns, you own.
I think 4.
Okay, that's pretty reasonable. What are the 4?
6.
Why did it double?
Okay. I own 6. 4 of them are me and Isaiah 2 times. We went to the store and got them made.
That's cute.
We look and I made his and mine, and then he did the same thing, and then we compared which version is what or whatever. So we have those. That's 4. I have a bobblehead Funko that's pink of Darth Vader for Valentine's Day, and he's holding a box of chocolates.
That's cute.
And he has something from My Hero Academia. Maybe. I don't really follow anime that well, so yeah. But he was limited edition, which also makes him less cute. But yeah. And then I'm not gonna lie, I bought the same one because I wanted to flip it on eBay. Then I couldn't, so I gave it to Kyle to give to his daughter.
You want to flip it on eBay?
I did want to flip it. I know everyone hates the resellers, but I've
You're a Funko reseller. This is the Janet lore that's dropping at the end of this episode.
A failed Funko reseller. A failed.
That's even worse.
A failed Funko
One
reseller.
who didn't do enough research.
No, I was I don't know. They only sell it here at the store in LA, and maybe this will move. And I'm I don't think people are knocking down the door for this one, but.
I'm weak.
Yeah, I think that's all the ones that I have. I don't have that many.
What if I told you
it looks like us.
I have 5 to my right, some Adventure Time ones, and a cat bug from
I love Cat Bug.
Bravest Warriors. Love him. And then I have every Overwatch one but Moira and one other one. But they're they're in the basement.
That is so many.
They're in the basement. They're in a bag in the basement. I'm embarrassed about them. I don't have them out anymore. They're in a
Are you trying
bag.
to like complete the collection?
No, I remember I saw Moira at the
should.
store and I was like, oh, I don't like my brain wanted to get
not?
it. But it's just to complete the
give this to
collection
you?
in my basement? That's boring.
There's nothing wrong with your Overwatch Labubus, okay? Like I'm not.
I'll
don't
put them
let
on
shame you.
keychains. I'll put them on keychains and hang them from my bag.
There are Funko keychains. There's like mini ones that are keychains.
But it'll be like a big one, like a Labubu.
It's gotta be big.
Yeah,
okay.
that's the.
Oh, actually,
Labubu.
I technically have 7 because I have
No.
one that I got. Wait,
Why are
I
they
have one-
increasing?
I have one that I got from Funko Fusion. Was giving them out at the hands-on preview. event.
Oh,
Okay.
that's for free.
Stuff.
That's for free.
Yeah, I took one. Yeah, I was like, yeah, like sure, you look, why not? Just take it.
Yeah,
Hang it on my
I
backdrop
guess
when it's
maybe I'd
relevant.
Oh,
take one too.
You would take one,
That's
and
what I
and
would do.
4 of yours are
Funkos.
yourself in it, so that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The silence makes me think it wasn't fair, but that's okay.
Well, I'm judging you for the freaking scalping. That's what
I
I'm
will
judging
put
you
on
for.
I will put on. Oh man, I got some. Hey, let me tell you how I bought my Switch 1. It wasn't just with my own money. I gotta be honest.
You're a little
I only sold
swiddler.
one of them. I only sold one of them. It's like I had a warehouse of them, you know? Like, blame
look,
Nintendo. Don't blame me, all right? I'm just a victim of capitalism.
there was a time when you had to wake up at 3 a.m. to wait in line for Target to open to get a Rosalina amiibo, and like, I feel like anyone
Good
who
times.
bought 2 so that the one that they were keeping was free. Like I think they earned that. I think that's fair. If you're
They
waking
got up and
that
worked for
early.
that.
They worked for that, Rosalina.
Yeah. Janet's hugging her baby.
Yeah.
I've
You cannot
seen
shame
too
me, for
much
I do
of
not
this
feel
baby.
shame. You haven't seen enough.
That's sending
Come
you
in
right
LA,
to the
we can
shame.
bring
That's the
we
shame
can-
corner for you.
You think if I bring this to Jeff Keighley, he'll sign it?
Oh my God,
was in
yeah.
the game.
Honestly,
actually.
that would be amazing.
He would totally sign that. Having a Jeff Keighley signed thing.
But you have to say,
Whoever
like, Jeff
draws
Keighley,
the
will you
short-
sign my baby?
Whoever draws the short straw has to ask him, though, is the thing. Who was on the trip.
I think
so
Jacob would
we'll
just
figure
do
out.
it.
I think Jacob
I
would
think
just
so
do
too.
it.
I feel like Jacob would just ask.
Jacob, ask him to sign this baby. But yeah, I have this. I got my Bidoof hat, and I feel no shame. For when you pull on that string, it's not hooked up to anything, so you can't.
Yeah,
hurt
wait,
me.
can you put the gamer hat back, put the Bidoof hat back on,
The
hold
Bidoof
up your
hat?
baby? Just for a final shame.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, it's all right. Take your time. Janet Garcia, games critic extraordinaire.
Queen of the merch.
Queen of merch.
Of the merch. Queen of the merch.
They're chanting my name. That's more than most of you listening can say.
Oh, the Zoom cameras were a good
The
investment.
Zoom camera is very good.
It's
Yeah.
a good addition.
It's a good investment.
Can quick question? Can pew pew points be taken away for amount of Funko
No.
Pops you have?
I'm glad
feel
you. I'm
like
glad you asked.
You have
The
to
answer is
cash
no.
them in for things.
So I'm negative
I
one?
think you cash them in.
Would I be negative one for my Overwatch Funko collection?
Hey, if we go band for band on things people have, you know, people might not like that where that game goes. How many amiibo people got? You know?
Yeah?
Oh, I
going on
sold
over
almost
there?
all mine.
Yeah, well, Amiibo were
I used to
also
have them all.
cringe, Kelsey, so haha.
Okay, well that's why I sold mine, so
Damn it.
I'm free of my
No
shame.
one, but no one will buy my Overwatch Funkos, so I can't sell them, Kelsey. What do I do now?
Melt them in the microwave.
Is it okay if I buy all of Haley's Overwatch Funko?
I should.
It's in the family.
Let's auction
It's
them
in the
off at the
family.
charity this year. I'll sign every one.
That'd be really funny.
Haley's
You actually should
Overwatch
do that. That'd be
Funko
funny.
collection. One of them is chewed by Sable. Guess which one? I think it's Cassidy.
I think Funkos are one of the most genius ideas just in the entire last century, and I'm a hater because it's so smart.
It's also
They just made a format that you can put anything on.
They're
and sell it
inexpensive.
infinitely.
They're inexpensive.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I'm into this a little because it was like, oh, $10. All right.
Would you prefer if we had that big poo statue? Everyone judging our Funko
You know what?
Pops? Exactly.
Would you rather
Put it right next to the baby in your bedroom.
We gotta focus on the real criminals here, okay? Out here, you know, writing tickets for petty crimes that me and Haley are doing when there's real people out here buying real nefarious stuff, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
I need to see proof that a single person has purchased the Pooh statue.
Whoever has purchased that, if you write in, I will give
our
you my
line is
Overwatch
open.
Funko. I will give you my Overwatch Funko
Oh,
collection.
trade a little swap skis.
No, he can keep the
Honestly,
poo
imagine if
statue.
they
I don't
don't
need
want
the poo statue.
We need to make
Imagine
one
if
of the
they were more
prompts.
disgusted.
We need to make one of the
be
prompts
like-
like
Gross. I don't want that.
we just need like a secret reveal. Like, tell me your gamer shame. Like whisper into this tree.
And the poo guy
Read it
will
on the
find
shop.
us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of segments, we should move to our final segment of the show, which is Ping Pals. It's our community
Yay!
advice column.
We haven't
where
even
the
gotten
four of
there
us give
yet.
you
It's
advice.
2 hours.
I know. I'm trying, Haley.
No, I love it. I love it.
The four of us are going to give you some advice on whatever you could use some help on in your life as best we can. And it'll be really good advice, and you'll like it a lot. So let's
Despite everything
start.
you've heard so far.
Despite everything,
know?
despite
Forget
the fact
everything that you
some
just
of us
heard.
like own Funkos and babies. We're all really good at giving advice.
Kelsey, you just named 2 things about me. Okay, no one else got named in that.
And Badif
Example
has.
Well,
1,
like-
example 2, example 3. God.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I'm leaving that in. I was gonna write down like long pause, but I'm leaving that in. That's staying in.
That's like a
Go ahead.
contextual pause.
Go ahead.
all right, this is a merch related question. I know Haley mentioned in the past having business-friendly clothes that have really subtle gaming designs or references. What are some brands you like, and are there any trends you think work well in this for men? I don't feel like I've worn a graphic tee since high school or maybe early college, but I would like ideas to incorporate into my wardrobe in hopes of maybe striking up a conversation now and then.
Men do have it easier, I will say, in this front, because a decent graphic tee, like not the classic ones where it's just like the Captain America shield, like we clocked Charles for wearing that one time. Doesn't Isaiah have the exact same shirt? Nothing,
Yes, I was just
yeah. Nothing like that, but like like one with like cool original art or whatever, and then a blazer on top of it, or a nice jacket, like Ben's pumpkin patch jacket with a little graphic tee underneath that's actually nice. And you're business cash immediately. I feel like it's harder for women. Oops, I closed everything. I feel like it's harder for us women. Erases all the women, and then it freezes the 2 of you
Sarah
again.
and I are frozen again.
Why does it do that to only you guys? What the hell?
Okay,
they don't have
So-
any Funko Pops. That's why.
while you're fixing that, yeah, I agree with you. I think that I do think the thing with the graphic tees is it is maybe a little bit harder to determine what counts as an okay one. You know, like it's a big long range, and there's some stuff that's clearly in the no zone and some stuff that's maybe clearly in the yes zone, and then like a
Yeah.
lot of stuff in between. And yeah, but I do think the important thing is you have to layer. You cannot
Yes.
just wear the graphic tee no matter how good the graphic tee is. If you want to look, you know, like if it's just completely casual,
Polished.
fine. But I still think you should wear, even in that point, you should wear just like a open button down over it or something like that, or like a light jacket, something.
I feel like you're
Layers
at the
are
risk
key.
of giving like Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother, which was like that show came out I think in 2006-ish or so, and that was like the Mosby was the graphic tee with the button up. So I think you can do that, but you do have to be aware of the vibes.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on how casual your office is, because I think it depends on the kind of business you work at. Like I think business casual for an office is a lot higher than like what casual was for like me when I worked at IGN. Like the IGN office was very much just like literally like, just walk off the street. Like it doesn't really matter. I think if you need something that's a little bit nicer, I don't think, do they sell those Pokemon shirts anymore that are like the button ups? Like
No.
those were really cool.
no, but that would be the ideal.
Yeah.
That would be the
Yeah.
ideal.
I mean, it's not like more casual, but a regular like button up shirt, but the cuff links, you can add like little stuff to that. I think Pokemon Center also
Yeah.
sells little cuff link things.
There's like watches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch would be
Pokemon
good.
watches. That you
But I
could
feel like they're
have,
really expensive. The
Yeah.
Pokemon watches.
But watches are really expensive. That's just
in
Yeah, that is
general.
true.
Yeah.
what do you guys think about this? I think that almost none of the short sleeve button ups are like look very good.
They're
None of
giving
the,
like
nerdy-
Hawaiian, which I think is
Yeah.
like fine. But it's like you got to wear that
fine.
on vacation.
That's like a not at
It's
work
not. Yeah,
vibe.
but I do think like longer sleeve button up stuff that's a little nerdy could be good.
Yeah. But it depends on the fit too. I'm looking up video game button up long
True.
sleeve. Let's see what we got. Ooh, not great. Ooh, this not great looking. Let me share with the team.
I do think though the one with the short sleeves, that is really good for layering.
What about this?
But you have to be baked into the layer. You can't.
No,
What
I
about
don't want
something
to talk
like
about
this?
this.
That's so loud.
What about
That's
this?
such a loud one.
What about this?
No, stop.
How about this one?
No.
You're just showing us like overly patterned long sleeve shirts with like Pac-Man and Mario on it. and
Exactly.
game controllers.
So this is the lesson. See how we all immediately hated this? Avoid these. Avoid these kind of tees,
Yeah,
these shirts.
I think this is actually kind of hard.
Yeah.
Because it really is, the line between cringe and cool is not super well defined.
Well, especially like as you get fancier, right? Because we can make some really good
Yeah.
casual fits, but like when you're in like a business environment,
Yeah.
it makes it a lot harder.
It does. Persona 4 golden long sleeve Jackie.
But you could do like pins if you're wearing like
Pins could be good, yeah.
something that you can
Yeah,
put pins
little
on.
cufflinks.
I don't
Cufflinks, if you have like a bag.
I don't
pins on the
hate
bag.
this pattern. This is like the PlayStation symbols. If it was, I don't love the
I don't
color.
hate that either.
But it could be okay.
Yeah.
You kind of
Yeah,
have
just
to
throw like a sweater or a jacket or a blazer over it.
most likely to play video games on Christmas. That's really funny.
I think too, depending on again the dress code, and this is really specific, so I feel like it's almost not worth it. But there are like video game inspired sneakers that exist that might be like plain enough that you can pull them off. Obviously, don't wear like something ridiculously hype beast level, like some like huge Jordans or something. But there have been like a couple like things with like I'm sure like Vans or whatever. And also, it's not really clothes, but maybe an interesting phone case might be.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
fine.
Not to go too wild though. Don't go too wild in the phone case either, because that might be kind of weird. But yeah, that could be a way to sort of same with like laptop decor potentially as well. But again, I think anything too noisy ends up looking kind of less professional, like more student-y than I think you might want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fine line. It really is. It's like, it's a tough line to walk between, because especially if your goal is you want people to maybe strike up a conversation with you about it, like it being subtle works against that, but it being too loud starts making it look not
because
professional.
you do like
at the very least.
things not on your body, so like mugs, stickers on a water
Yeah.
bottle. I think there's like other things you could do maybe besides like things that you physically need to wear.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be the way I would go. Or maybe like if you get a nice classic dad hat that's got
Yeah.
a more subdued logo or
Get your
something
pee-pee bang
on
hat.
Get your pee-pee bag.
Yeah, wear your pee-pee bang hat. Exactly.
That's business. Yeah, that's
Buy your
business
pee-pee bang
standard.
hat.
The PB Bang briefcase. Yeah.
We should
Bring your fanny pack to work.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I've got another fashion question for you guys. Y'all style discussions are always great, and I love hearing your take on everything from subtle nerdiness to poofy ball gowns. I've gotten more into personal style over the past few years, and I'm always searching for ways to add nerdiness, glam, or perhaps whimsy, turning my daily getting ready routine into an Infinity Nikki quest to my daily outfit choices, without sacrificing practicality when I'm bending over to pick up heavy gear at work or looking out of place when I'm running to the grocery store. Sometimes when I dress in a way that I'm happy with when I leave the house, I end up feeling super self-conscious later if someone acknowledges my outfit. What advice do you have for expressing yourself through your style, but still fitting in with a normal crowd of people?
I've been loving a subtle gamer earring lately, because if someone notices it, it's kind of fun, but it doesn't stick out too much. I can show some of the ones I've gotten on my Etsy page. But that's nice, because even if I'm wearing like a black tee with a jacket and jeans or whatever, it's like I'll chuck on my Buster Sword earrings that are also black. And not like, I don't have anything that's like really dangly like the Mario star, and it's like very obviously a gamer thing. It's more like from far away it just looks like jewelry, but then when you get up close it's like, oh, that's actually Cloud's Buster Sword. Interesting. Do I want to show my entire purchase list on Etsy is the really big question.
Oh yeah,
So that's
you're
a little-
obsessed with Etsy.
I love a little Etsy shop. I love when a little package from Etsy is on the way. I get all my best like Christmas presents and stuff from Etsy too.
Yeah.
But
It's
please,
tough.
if
Etsy
someone else
is
has a
tough
thought.
because, well, I was just going to say Etsy's tough because so much of it has just become like drop shipping
Yeah.
garbage. So you have to, it's harder to look through now, but it used to also be my go-to place for Christmas. gifts and stuff.
You have to be careful.
Yeah,
you can kind of tell when something's a bit drop shippy and not made by someone real.
But yeah, I struggle with this all the time, just like not in regards to nerdy stuff, just in terms of like figuring out how to dress on a daily basis. My style is extremely at odds with what I do for a living when I'm in my stores and like working on cleaning games and stuff. And like my favorite, I have a very like boho-y style normally, and I love like a big dramatic sleeve and big flowy skirts and stuff. And like that just, it gets so dirty and it's so impractical for what I do at work, and I feel very ridiculous when I do try to pull it off. So it's, I don't know, it's a struggle. You have to really, I've been trying to really narrow down the stuff in my closet to like stuff that works practically for at least some moments in my life. Like there's definitely some stuff that is just like not a work outfit, and I am not going to wear it to work, and I'm only going to wear it on the weekends, and those are in like separate parts of my closet now.
That's fair. I love that you love a dramatic sleeve. I don't think I know anyone with, that's a very fun like niche to be like, I love a poofy sleeve.
I do love a poofy sleeve.
That's
poofy,
fun.
draggy, flowy sleeve. It's fun.
I'm not as bold.
these are
I
cute.
like a little hidden earring. The shop is apparently out taking a little break, but these are like the Master Sword earrings from Tears of the Kingdom when they got all eroded. That was kind of fun. And then I wear these quite a lot, the Buster Sword, like just like little black earrings that are a little dangly. But I thought those were cute. And just kind of, stuff like that. Like if I find any, here's a person showing what they look like hanging from an ear. Like far away, that could just be an earring or not. But I find that that's kind of like my fun way to pop in a little nerd. If everything else is just like a classic normal outfit, that's kind of what I do.
Yeah, I think what's really at the core of this, which I'm curious if any of y'all have this experience as much, is them bringing up the like almost like the fear of being perceived. Like, do any of you have like hang-ups on that, or do you feel like a little almost embarrassed by people like, oh, I like your outfit, or oh, where are you going today, or oh, you're dressed up. What are you dressed up for? Like, how have y'all navigated that?
I feel like when
aspect?
someone comments on my outfit, even in like a I really like it kind of way, I then can never wear that outfit around that person again, and I basically just have to like, get rid of it. Like, I don't know, I'm like, oh, they're gonna think I'm only wearing this outfit around them because I said something.
They think they're gonna remember and be like, Lizzie McGuire's an outfit repeater.
Well, it's like I'm so happy that they like it, but now I'm like, oh, now they're gonna think I only own like one pair of clothes.
And in their head, they're like, I'm gonna give Sarah a compliment, and they actually give you an anxiety-riddled problem.
Yeah, you've actually given me a complex instead.
Oh dear, I feel like I complimented some of your GDC outfits, and I'm regretting it. I hope you didn't get nervous. I love a little compliment.
They burn them.
I love a little drive-by compliment. We were talking about this at GDC a little bit, Janet, because I complimented one of our waiters. I was like, nice beard or something. And he was like, thanks, and walked away. You guys were like, why are you flirting with that waiter? I'm like, I'm just being nice to him. He had a nice beard. It's like a little drive-by compliment. It's like, I just love, like, if I notice someone is trying hard with their appearance and I appreciate it and I think it looks good, I always chuck a little like, hey, that looks nice. And it's really like... lovely to see them go, oh my god, thanks. But now I'm worried I'm gonna encounter a couple Sarahs who are like, thanks. Oh, now I gotta burn this. But one girl I saw, I think maybe I already told the story on PP Bang, but I was going to brunch and I walked by her and she had like the flowiest, prettiest big dress on, and she was like, looked like a fairy, but like so out of place for just walking on the side of the street. And I remember just being like, oh my god, she looks so cute. And I could tell she was kind of like, why am it was like 3 blocks from home and regretting the outfit choice, but you gotta like just go with it. And I was like, you look so pretty. And she's like, oh, thanks. And I could just tell that she was like, no, I can go to my event and be confident. It was just like so nice. I love doing that.
I think like I get the sense of insecurity a little bit. Like, I understand that. But I do think that if you are overdressed for something or slightly out of place, as far as I can tell, everyone is just excited about that. They're like, wow, that person looks way cooler than the rest of us, rather than like, what are they doing? Like, I'm happy to see a person doing something kind of different. It's like, I don't know, it's a little dopamine hit to see someone in a cool outfit in a place you weren't expecting a cool outfit.
And I feel like nobody cares nearly as much as you probably care. Yeah. That's like what I have to tell myself too, is like, nobody is paying as much attention to you and your outfit than you think that they are.
Mm-hmm.
See, I low-key think of like, not the opposite, because I also don't want to scare people, but the reality is you're constantly, I think people get the, oh my God, I'm being perceived, that's awkward. And I can understand that like from a conceptual standpoint, but you're always being perceived. It's just that we didn't have anything that they, again, it's not getting compliments doesn't mean that that everyone thinks your outfit is ugly, but it's not like I think it's important to remember that it's not a bad thing and that it is inherently impossible not to be perceived. You just got perceived. They thought of it positively. They went through another mental check to decide, do they want to approach you? And they, well, maybe they were more socially well-adjusted than me and they didn't have to do all those additional mental checks. But that's what I do. I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell them. But don't make it weird and then whatever. And they did that. That's the thing, too. A lot of times when people give compliments, sometimes they are just like chill and good at it. And sometimes they're like, should I say something? I don't want to, whatever. And there's like discomfort there, too. So someone complimenting you to me is an even higher compliment than them just liking it, because I see clothes by people that I like all the time and I don't say anything. But sometimes I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to say something. And that's special and good. And I think to Kelsey's point about the practicality for work, yeah, that just makes sense. So like there are certain things that just might not work in certain places or in certain contexts. And you might make those decisions. Like there are times where I'm like, I'm going to wear this. It's not as comfortable, but I really like it and I want to wear it. Like when I wear my sparkly shoes in Vegas just for funsies. And there's times where I'm like, I don't care what outfit I'm putting together. All my outfits are going with my Adidas sneakers because it's a convention and I need my feet to feel good. But yeah, you kind of just have to, I guess, learn to get over that or just, let go of maybe that kind of hobby you're picking up. And I think it's better to get used to this discomfort and make it comfortable than to say, I'm not going to wear fun outfits because I don't want someone to look at me because they're looking at you anyway. It's just like you have a fun outfit on if you wear a fun outfit.
And I think there's other ways to like bring in like the magic of nerdiness because I own a bunch of makeup that's like video game makeup. Like I own like a bunch of Mario stuff. I own like the Animal Crossing Color Pop collection. And like when I get ready with that makeup, it does feel like a little bit more special.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So it's like you can get like makeup brushes that are like video game themed. Like you can bring it into like your daily routine in other ways. Like get a cute like headband for when you wash your face that's like video game themed. So I think there's like other ways to make it a magical moment when you feel like you're getting ready.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
and I think just on the sort of like threading the needle between this being, appropriate for the situation or not, I think that's where something like a cute little accessory or just having like one part of your outfit that you really love or that you really feel says something about you that is at least somewhat practical, that goes a long way. Like there are days where I am just wearing a t-shirt and jeans and I don't like doing that very much. I don't like love the way I look in a t-shirt and jeans, but I'll usually try to wear like a cute hair bow or like a pair of shoes that I really like with it so that I still feel a little bit more like myself, even when it's a very like, no, I just kind of need to be wearing jeans and a t-shirt kind of day.
That's so cute, little hair bow. That's so cute.
I love hair bows.
That's fun. I cannot pull off a hair bow. I would think I would look like a fraudster in a hair bow.
No. We needed a hair bow episode, but there has to be like a pretty big bow to be able to be seen.
I went through a
from the
hair bow
front.
phase in like middle school to high school, and now they sell a bunch of hair bows, and they didn't back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well now JoJo
No,
Siwa.
Sarah, I feel that. I started getting into hair bows, I feel like before there were a lot of hair bows everywhere.
The bow trend.
And
The bow trend's dying down though.
It
if
is
that
dying
was, like,
down.
deterring
It is.
you,
I'm
Sarah.
still on the train. I still like them.
Kelsey,
So
Kelsey is literally the conductor of the train.
To me, bows never go. I mean, there's obviously trends and things that peak, but I don't think bows like ever go out of style. Like a bow is always kind of fun.
But like I did used to have to buy them at Claire's because that was the only place that was selling them. So
Are these,
Santa Claire's.
are these bows, are we talking about like a straight up ribbon that you tie yourself into a little bow? Or is it like a pre-made bow that's on a clip? Or what are we talking
Oh.
The clips.
I actually my favorite ones are ones that are like on a ponytail holder, but it is a pre-tied
Yeah.
bow that's tied well.
That's nice.
I can't tie a bow. Mine were
Yeah.
like headbands.
And how you lace in your shoes, Sarah? You can tie a bow.
Really hard.
bow.
I got Velcro.
I'm slipping my shoes on.
I wear Crocs.
Sport mode.
Guys, terrible
Crocs,
thing
okay, I'm
about me.
scared.
I never untie my shoes. I treat everything as a slip-on. I know.
I
I
also
know.
don't tie my shoes either.
I know that's terrible. Oh, okay.
I
Cool.
want to get a
another one.
shoehorn. I want to get a
Oh,
shoehorn.
Could
the
I
shoehorn
would,
are
but I
great.
can't. How do you get your feet in your shoes?
I just kind of smash them till they're all squishy,
You
and they
just
just
force it.
Oh my
just
goodness.
force it.
The shoehorn really works well, but also
lazy.
I haven't tried this myself, but my fiance has bread laces. Like the brand is called Bread, and they're supposed to be easy to slip on and off. Like they're advertised for like wear these with your Converse, so you can because we all have like if you've ever worn Converse high tops, it takes like 8 years to put those shoes on.
Yes.
You know, it's like hell. So they're meant to be like easily slip on and offable. I haven't tried them myself, but he says they work pretty well. So I'll probably try to get a pair at some point and see if they can save the back of my heel from getting like smooshed
crunkled
for
up.
like over and over again.
Huh.
I just crunch my heels. I know it's bad.
You sound this sounds awful.
The worst is when you like try to do, well, here's the thing, Kelsey. Do you do it no matter what? Because for me, I try to put the shoe on, and if I really can't get it on, I'll like take the L and unlace them. If I can't, do you just,
I
is
do
there
the
no
same
L
thing.
taken? You just figure it out?
I have a pair of boots that laces up that I cannot do without unlacing them, but I wear them way less often because of that. Even though I love those boots, I'm like, that seems like a lot of.
I swear to
a
God,
whole thing.
one of my feet's bigger than the other one. I've yet to prove it, but it drives me nutso because I'll have one shoe that slips on like a dream, and the other one I gotta shove in there like,
I mean, that's a real thing.
like a Shrek
yeah.
foot.
Yeah.
That's a
Everyone-
real thing.
Can you not,
everyone
can
feels
you
that
not go to the
foot.
store and have people, you know, have them do the thing with the take
Measure
the metal
your
thing and they
foot?
slide it?
I
They
feel-
measure your foot. Yeah.
I feel like they do that. And then when's the last time someone did
Either
that for me? When I
gaslighting.
was in grade school. So it's probably
Probably
been
a
a
child.
while. But I swear to God, my
That's
left
something
foot's
that's done
bigger.
for children.
My left foot's bigger. It's clumpier. I think it's like a half a size
Usually
bigger.
one's like a half size bigger. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Why aren't our feet the
because
same?
Bodies are not
Unfortunate.
symmetrical.
Well, I know that. Like, you know, my right butt cheek's bigger than my left one. But my feet walk around and stuff. Like, I need that to be even so that I can walk properly. That feels... like, if you look at your hands, it would be crazy if this one was bigger.
Wait,
You'd be like, but
That
like...
one's bigger.
No, it's
probably is
okay
one
by a
that's-
millimeter. half a foot size is different from the other foot. That's insane. How is
Just
your
for
foot
some people.
for me?
Just for the unfortunate.
For my
Well,
club foot.
Have you ever tried? Maybe you're exaggerating. Have you ever tried putting on one that was half size bigger and one that was like whatever, and then seeing how it felt?
What a scene I would cause. Can I have a 9 and a 9.5? They go what? And the left one 9.5 and the right one 9.
Yeah.
Oh, I,
yeah.
They would, I mean,
Also-
they wouldn't think that
wouldn't
what you're
buy
doing is
it,
putting
but-
each foot.
Also,
but
yes. Also, sometimes you can just pull them yourself. Like, or am I just going
Yeah.
to broke stores where you can grab it yourself? You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm at DSW. I don't feel shame about it. All right.
I didn't think DSW was a cheap store. That's a cheap store.
I don't know. I don't know, but I just feel like there's some stores where you can't pull the shoes yourself.
I go to
and some-
Louis
Oh,
Vuitton
yeah.
and I buy my shoes
Louis Vuitton.
there.
Because you know, like if you go somewhere like a bit nicer, it's like you can't just pull, or even just
Yeah.
Foot Locker, which isn't even nicer. but
Buying
it's like
shoes is
shoe
like
specific,
too
I hate-
traumatic
you know what I mean?
for me.
I hate buying
They never have
shoes.
my size. I never get to wear
Do you
like
have like
the
a
cool
size
shoes.
2? Are you like a tiny baby
My
foot?
foot is like I'm like a size 4.5.
Oh
so I
my
have to wear
God.
size
I have
five.
double your foot.
wild.
I'm double your
Yeah.
foot.
But
Very.
it's like I can't. But the lowest, the smallest shoe size gets are 6s, and if you're lucky, 5.
We could do that thing
yeah,
where you
for real?
stand on my
Yeah.
feet and I dance, and you could dance on top of my feet.
Dance with my father again.
We could do that.
What y'all know about Dance with My
Sarah's
Father?
feet are the size of the Death Stranding baby's feet.
Just see if they sell shoes for him on the Death Stranding merch store. You can buy your shoes.
I
from
have
there.
shopped at like the kids section, but the shoes aren't.
I
as
will
good
say
quality.
that sucks.
That does
ass
suck.
because you can't get like. I don't even wear heels very much because I just never got into like being good at wearing heels, and I don't know. I just don't wear them that often. But that's the worst thing about it being lower in size is that like you said, the heels don't go very low, so you literally don't have any. Because the smallest heel size I've ever seen is like 5. So, yeah, I'm
Yep.
sorry that happened to you.
They got big,
Yeah,
clumpy,
that's rough
big
out here.
heels for me,
That's
for my
wild.
big clumpers. They make them for
You got
drag
the big
queens that I could
steppers?
wear. Yeah. I gotta go to that
I have-
section.
I have such normal sized feet for being short.
Okay, I
People
brought up
always-
my really important problem, and all you guys are talking about is I have perfect feet. Mine fit perfect. Mine are so little and cute. It's like, shut
Is
up.
9 is 9 big? I feel like 9 is like in a
Em,
like
it's
I think
more
9s are not
like 8
sold.
average.
It's like a 10. I'm like a 10.
Okay. I was gonna say 9s are in like the exact same section as
Yeah, you're in a normal section.
You know what they say about women
Yeah.
with big feet?
The shoes aren't sold out.
There's no shoes for them to buy. Yeah.
Okay.
The shoes aren't sold
this is
out.
rough.
There's never any.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Wait, so who's buying all these women's shoes if they don't have my size and they don't have Haley's size?
All the medium perfects like Kelsey. All the perfect little Kelseys with the perfect feet. Buying all the shoes up. Buying all the cute shoes. And what size are your feet, Janet? Perfect as well, I'd imagine.
I think I forgot. Like 6.5.
That's that's a really respectable size.
But for heels,
Yeah.
for heels, it's I run a little bit smaller, so probably like Mike 6 or something like that.
My problem though is I do have slightly wide feet, which does complicate things.
That's a legitimate problem.
Yeah.
Sorry that I got so
It's
angry.
okay. It's okay. It was mostly more of a like
Foot oppression.
people are like,
Olympics
oh,
is
you're
wild.
short. You must also have tiny feet. And I'm like, no, not at all. I proportionally do not have small feet.
Interesting.
But I'm thankful for that because I can buy shoes not in the kids section. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Yeah.
Sorry that
well,
happened to you.
That's pretty messed up.
You know, tough life.
You should
I
go
have
to the
I love
American
your-
Girl doll
I
store.
gotta go get some cobblers.
Oh my god.
All right, let's do another question.
Okay.
This is a kind of long one, but I think it'll be fun. Hello, Pew Pew Bang. I have a lot of life changes coming up this summer. I've had the same job for 9 years, and the owner has decided he's closing down at the end of June. I've lived in the same apartment with my cousin for the last 5 years, but due to life stuff, he's moving back. Blah, blah, blah. I'm losing my job and moving in the span of a month. Don't worry about me, though. I'm stressed, but I also see this as an opportunity to make some positive change in my life. I'm a 35-year-old guy. I have no children, no debt, no commitments. I have a dog, a car, a couch, a bed, a dresser, a TV, and a computer. That's about it. I have some savings so I can go basically anywhere in the U.S. that rent isn't crazy expensive and that
Wow.
I can find a job. I've lived in the Chicago suburbs for basically my whole life, and I think it's time for a change. So my questions are, where should I consider moving? If you've
Oh my
lived somewhere and
gosh.
really liked it, what did you like about it? At the moment, Minneapolis is probably at the top of my list, but it is worth it to check anywhere. Do you have any advice for someone who's about to live alone for the first time? Ditto for someone moving to a new city that they've maybe only visited a few times.
Ooh. I will say I loved living alone. Love living with my partner now, but I loved living alone. It was so, just doing whatever you want, whenever you want. It's awesome. So don't be scared of that. That's like, was sick. Take that off
Living
the worry
alone
list.
You
It's
do
very cool.
sometimes feel like you're like if you don't leave the house in too long, you do
Yeah.
start to feel like you're living in a simulation a little bit maybe.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
prefer
do
living
leave the
alone,
house.
too.
They have a
Yeah,
dog,
do
they
leave the
said.
house.
They have a dog, so that's
Oh,
really
yeah,
good. They'll
yeah.
go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I could move anywhere, I would do somewhere in the Pacific Northwest because I like the nature.
You
out
can.
Well,
Come on over.
it's a little expensive. Slightly more expensive than Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm curious for Americans, like what are like cheap states? The southern ones where no one wants to live because the laws are crazy?
know.
Atlanta's expensive.
Oh.
Yeah, it really depends. You really got to go kind of city by city. I guess I could do some Google. What is what is the same price as Minneapolis?
Is Minneapolis an
Minneapolis
expensive city
Then?
these days?
I think Midwest cities are not crazy expensive. Like I'm not look, living anywhere right now is expensive. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that.
Yeah.
There's not like unless you want to move
But
to like
it's not
middle
like
of nowhere
Seattle
Arkansas.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even Seattle expensive. I hear that. It's completely correct. I pay a stupid amount for rent. But there are places like in Washington, if you don't need to be in the city, that again,
I want to live in
not
Tacoma.
cheap. You don't have to live in
feel like
Tacoma. You could. There's a
live in
north of the
Tacoma.
city.
I
There's
don't
a
wanna live in
north. That's
Olympia.
so beautiful.
How do you know all these?
You don't have to live in Olympia.
Oh, my sister used to live in Washington.
Oh, I was like,
Okay,
you're
yeah.
crazy good at geography. You don't know.
No, like, oh my gosh. She's so smart.
You can live in like Shoreline or something or Linwood. I lived there. It's really close to Seattle, and it's like you could knock a cool $1,000 to $1,500 off your rent by doing that. So, I mean, look, yeah, Seattle's expensive. but
Potentials.
I adore it here, and I think depending on your budget, like if your budget is like, I can live anywhere in Minneapolis, I think there are places you could live in the Seattle area. It might not be like middle of Seattle. I don't live in the middle of Seattle. I live pretty close to the border of the next town over. But I think you could do it. And I really do like, I really like living here.
I liked living in Minneapolis when I lived there for a summer. I thought it was like being in an American city, but everyone was still polite. Like Minnesotans are very polite, you know.
It's a very Canadian city.
Yeah, it's Canadian coded city, and it was like a nice sized city. You're in between two. I lived in between St. Paul and Minneapolis, like in a student housing building in between, but it still felt like I could get to either one pretty quick. That was kind of nice. There's a lot of suburbs
Great
and
bike
stuff.
infrastructure in Minneapolis. Great, like
a lot of stuff to do.
Areas.
A lot of concerts stop in Minneapolis. It's a very popular like stop for
I
tours.
just feel
and
like
stuff.
it's so similar to like the Chicago suburbs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If
Yeah.
I was like starting from
Actually,
scratch,
The Chicago
oh,
suburbs
Janet, don't make
suck.
that face.
The Chicago suburbs
Oh.
suck. I gotta be honest. Sorry, I know you're from the suburbs. It's really boring out there. There's not anything.
I think
Like,
that's
it's not like
classic
other-
suburb experience.
It's
That's just
no, but
suburbs.
it's not like. But I don't know. I feel like there are still more interesting suburbs. Or like frankly, I think moving to Minneapolis is an upgrade from the Chicago suburbs. It's very isolated. You're really on your own. That's like one of the reasons that like I'm from Chicago and we have like a big beef with like everyone claiming they're from Chicago and they're like in the burbs, they're miles away. But that's not just because of like pettiness, that's part of it. But it's also because it's really is genuinely a very different experience. While like I live in LA right now, but I'm technically up in the valley, so I'm not like to an outsider, I'm not in LA proper, but when we say LA, like it counts like Santa Monica, it counts like the valley, it counts like
LA doesn't
stuff
like
yeah.
There's not like, I mean, there is literally a downtown LA,
Yeah.
but like that's not how LA works. You
Yes.
know, like
It's
people
more of a
don't live in
sprawl.
downtown LA.
But Chicago does not sprawl. Chicago is Chicago. Everything outside, it's like hard cutoff. It's
The
like
drop-off is
Severance in
crazy.
there.
Yeah.
It's like totally different. Again, sorry for you living in the.
I don't know this
suburbs.
reference.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I just want to say that I do think that it might not be as similar as one might think, because I do think Chicago suburbs doesn't have as much going on as maybe some other suburbs do.
Yeah.
It's also,
But here's what
yeah,
I would
there's-
do. Here's what I would do. If I was you, but a woman, I would move to a Pacific Northwest beach town that gets really, really popular in the summer, but like gets really, really dead in the off season. I would live there and then I would fall in love.
Okay, Bella
put a bookshop.
Swan.
And then I would fall in love with a vampire and you become immortal.
Honestly, that's legit. I also like the Pacific Northwest. It seems cool. I enjoyed my visit in Wisconsin. Like Milwaukee, Wisconsin was fun to me. So I think it
like
depends on
Milwaukee.
what kind of stuff you're looking to get into. Like I like the urban aspects of Milwaukee. I'm a big beer fan. They have like a lot of beer there and cheese
I like
and
their
stuff.
little
So it's like,
market
it's fun.
hall.
Yeah. It had some cool stuff. But go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm the kind of person that can fall in love with any semi-major city.
Yeah.
I think like I'm just a city person, and I've tried to be like, oh no, I like the country too. No, I don't. I only like the city. I don't like being far from civilization at all. It makes me wildly uncomfortable. But I really like I think that there is something cool in basically every American city. There's some cool little quirks. I personally would move somewhere that has like good walking around and infrastructure for getting around. So like a halfway decent either bike lanes or public transit or something, just some way that I don't have to be like parking a car in the middle of a city. And yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, Minneapolis is great for that. I really like Pittsburgh, kind of a random city, but super underrated city. There's a park that goes right through like all of downtown, and it's like beautiful and on the water, and you can see like the stadiums from the other side of the water, and it's just really, really nice. And I think there's something like that in most major US cities. And so I know that doesn't really answer the question, but I do think that if you just kind of go down the list of all of the major cities, and I don't know, maybe try to pick for climate a little bit too. If you're someone who's like more used to the cold and would do better in like not a great winter, but way better summers, as opposed to like moving to Dallas, Texas, where I lived for a while. And horrible, like very mild, normal winters, but horrible, horrible summers. Like keep that in mind. But I don't know. Every U.S. city's got something cool about it.
Yeah, I largely agree with that. I was trying to get a sense of cost, and I just looked up Minnesota, Minneapolis. It's just like payscale.com. I don't know how accurate this is. And medium rent $12.91. So I just kind of tried to find stuff that was around that $12.91. Again, I'm sure you can find higher or lower. You got to do your research. But I feel like Wisconsin's in that 1,500. We also have what I grabbed. Des Moines, Iowa. I was a big fan of my time in Iowa. I lived there in college. I went to a very, very tiny liberal arts college called Cornell College, which was 30 minutes outside of Iowa City / Cedar Rapids. And yeah, I enjoyed my time there. I don't think they had great, maybe like public transit infrastructure, if that matters to you. So that just depends on like a personal preference thing. But I did a half marathon in Des Moines, and I thought it was like a really cool place. And like I've checked out Iowa City and had fun there. It's probably a little more on the expensive side, but I also enjoyed visiting Buffalo, New York, where my fiance is from. That's
I
more
love
like $1,400.
I love that place. We almost moved there.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. What were you like, to the degree that you want to share? Like, what kind of stuff drew
No,
you to that area?
it was when I was like really little. I was almost
Okay.
instead of a Wisconsin girl, a Buffalo, New York girl, and I to this
okay.
day I'm like wish that was me instead.
Oh, Bills.
I know.
Yeah. Oh my, the Bills thing's wild. That's the other thing too. I mean, you don't have to base everything around like one thing, but I do enjoy living somewhere that has like sports or the sport I like. Like when I was in SF, the one thing I didn't like, well, actually there's a lot of things I didn't like about SF, but I hated that we didn't have like any soccer there. And I'm like, I guess I can root for this team like farther out. So I don't know, little things to consider. But yeah, Buffalo had some really great American food. It's funny because I'm like, what even is American food? And then I'm like, oh, it's everything in Buffalo, New York. Some of the best sandwiches and wings I've ever had. Cool Bill stuff, some nice parks. And you can make the drive over to like New York proper if you like, New York City if you want. You can even go up to Canada. You can see the falls. Like
Rochester's a great upstate New York city too.
Yeah, and I think it's more of like on the dev side, but they have like Buffalo Game Space is a big thing, or was at one point. Question mark. This is like half Isaiah's lore that I'm just kind of stuffing through here, but yeah. So I think I like the person writing it. I like you mentioning having visited. I definitely think that's kind of a key. It's nice to kind of get a sense of what do you like here, maybe what are you drawn to, and even just checking out neighborhoods. Like what would it be like to live here, and like going to the coffee shop and just kind of getting a sense of what your new life could be.
Go do like an Airbnb or something,
smart.
hotel or something.
The Airbnb
for like a
is
week.
so key.
Yeah,
It's also a great way to move in general. That's how my family, like I think kind of easy because California to California, pretty simple, but they came from Chicago to LA, and the first like month they were here, they just lived in an Airbnb. And honestly, frankly, it's the same price as rent or cheaper. So that's a great way to kind of be able to be on the ground, really looking at places physically. If that's something that's really important to you, you can do sight unseen, but it's always be careful of being scammed. Scams are real, so watch out for that. Yeah, have fun. And it's not forever either. I think sometimes people think about this choice and they're like, this is setting up everything. You can do whatever you want in your life within reason.
Yeah, you can.
So it's not
you
forever.
can only stay there for like a year and just decide like, you know what, this city wasn't for me. But I do think you should give it a little bit of time because I think it takes a little while to get used to a brand new place like that. I guess just when I moved to Seattle, I expected it to solve all of my problems, and it didn't. And I got really depressed, and I almost moved back. Don't be like me. Moving will not solve all your problems. It will not make you a completely different person, but it can give you like fun, interesting routines. It can give you different things to look forward to. It can totally shake up your life, but it's not going to fix it. So just don't go into it with that expectation, I think. And
yeah, but you could be
place,
sad with a better view. Which I feel like there.
I was sad with a better view. That's true. I could see like a mountain every day.
Yeah.
The other
It's way too
thing,
cherry
expensive.
blossoms.
It's too expensive for me, but I often think that if I lived like right on the beach, my quality of life would go up like tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
and that I'd live an extra 10 years if I could just walk onto the beach every day.
I mean, look, my actual recommendation is San Diego, but no one can afford to live there. So
yeah.
Alexandria also just got a soccer team, so
That's how you're judging all the winning
and a baseball
cities.
team, and they used to have a football team, and in my heart, they still do.
Not being tied down to location in terms of finding your next job is also a crazy like awesome situation to be in. Like the amount of time where it's like, oh, I'd like to work there, but that's crazy. It's so far away, blah, blah, blah. To go into the job search being like anywhere's chill is like it sucks, but you got to do the cover letter thing and just create a bunch of cover letters and send them out to anything you think is even remotely an interesting thing to be doing as a job. Just chuck it out, dead ass. That's how I got my job. Just chucking out cover letters, and then one of them responded, which is like, I hate it because you know how your parents are always like, just ask. What's the harm in asking? See if they have an opening. That's like kind of what I did. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's how I got my job. So I'm like, damn it, they're right. But you might as well, like, honestly, just chuck out cold emails to any job in America that you think sounds interesting. That's a lot of work, but what if one of them responds and goes, yeah, and it's like in a cool, that'll like lead you towards a cool city where you could do work and do really interesting job stuff. I don't know. That's so freeing that you can go anywhere you want in the whole country. Do you know how many people in the rest of the world would like are literally on waiting lists for 20 years to be able to do that? That's that's a crazy fun situation to be in.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I did. Like, the reason I moved away for college was because I figured that was going to be my only chance to like choose a new place and have a landing spot, you know, and just be able to be like, this is the moment. This is when I can make this big leap.
But have the comfort like of a university being your home, so it wasn't totally scary. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is fun. I hope you land somewhere cool. And if you don't land somewhere cool, I hope you just move again and find something else, because I think exploring the US is really cool. And every major US city has something cool about it. All right, is that our show? This was...
Yay!
Oh my god, why are we so far over 3 hours every time?
Woo! Longer.
This is our longest episode yet.
What?
But of course.
We're a chatty bunch.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse by the end of this season, we're gonna have 5-hour episodes.
We got 7 swears this time, and I doxed myself once. And that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for listening to this episode of Pew Pew Bang. Where can people find us, Janet?
We are over on Blue Sky at Pew Pew Bang, and I think we are on TikTok at Pew Pew Bang Pod and Instagram. Ask me later. That's where you can find us.
Just look up Pew Pew Bang and we'll show up eventually on there.
Yeah,
I really like Janet's Pew Pew Bang posts. I love
Thank you.
Yeah, they're good
for them. They're very good.
Don't forget to subscribe specifically to the Pew Pew Bang podcast feed. It is a separate one from MinnMax if you are coming here from MinnMax. If you have no idea what MinnMax is a, what do we call it? Independent games media network. Media outlet. Excuse me. And it's all listener supported, so you can support the show at patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's. There's a lot of really good content on there, not just our show. The MinnMax show is also really fun. We do some fun content every single week. We do a community voted show called New Show Plus, and all of us make frequent appearances on all of these things. We do some deep dives into various video games called The Deepest Dive, obviously. So yeah, go to patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's. Find a tier that is right for you. Your support is what allows us to do this. And of course, as always, please share our content and tell a friend about Pew Pew Bang if they're down for listening to 3.5 hours worth of us yapping. Mm-hmm. I think they are. I think this is universally, everyone can listen to this, right? This is just... No one would have a problem with that.
Maybe not children during the Minecraft part.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hope they don't ask you what Mine Chef is.
We're putting the
rated
M in merch.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Really pushing the age rating on our episodes.
Yep. Nothing was shown, just implied.
And keep giving us some good feedback. YouTube comments or just commenting, send us a message on Blue Sky or wherever to let us know how the show's going, if there's anything you would change, if you want 5-hour episodes, that sort of thing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. And Haley, say the line.
Our parents are here to pick us up. Slumber party's over.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you liked this, you can catch more of us on MinnMax's other content like the MinnMax Show podcast, our Unhinged community voted series, New Show Plus, Deepest Dive game clubs on new and retro games, and a whole lot more. It's all Patreon supported, so if you enjoy the show, please consider checking out those benefits, clicking around to our other shows, or telling a friend about Pew Pew Bang. Thanks a bunch.